After the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War. Now, in the year 1973, the world still lies in the heart of this frigid period. The West and East engage in proxy wars to assert dominance, while spies and agents engage in shadowy dealings. And, with the threat of nuclear war, the world always feels close to doomsday. It's as if the whole world is holding their breath, waiting for someone to make the first wrong move. Now.
Well, hello! Welcome back to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Good Trouble. We are back. Hello, it's me.
We're back at flat Middle Earth.
Did you guys hear that Mario gonna have a new voice actor? What do you think? It's relevant.
I think, I'm happy that they're keeping Charles on in some role. I know he's getting a little bit older, so I don't know if it was like a retire situation or like a forced out, but like I'm glad that he's
I think they should have kept his brain in a jar and just kept it going.
They should do like a Logan.
My favorite, I don't know if you've seen this bit, I'm sure you have, Jack. I've seen this bit where like lots of voice actors that like do not do like kid-friendly stuff have been doing like their renditions of Mario. And they're like, it's me, fucking Mario.
Oh, I'm excited for the Gianni video on it.
Yeah. I can't imagine you could replace him. If it's Chris Pratt, I'll be angry.
It's absolutely not going to be Chris Pratt.
Yeah, it won't be Chris Pratt. Although admittedly, my investment in the fuck Mario's voice actor is very low. I didn't think Chris Pratt was that bad.
I just still think it's very funny that like when they announced it they showed like this black and white picture of Chris Pratt. It was like he died.
Yeah, but
he died. It was like they were announcing he died and his last words were Mario.
No.
He wasn't even that bad in the movie. Like they picked
yeah, he's pretty good. I mean the Luigi Jack Black and Luigi's voice actor really shine though. Charles Day.
Oh yeah. I mean I just I went in expecting him to just talk like Chris Pratt, and he kind of didn't.
Yeah, he tried.
So
I fully expect Nintendo already has.
I'm very proud of Chris Pratt for putting up with his hatred of Italians to make this movie.
Right,
shows real growth.
That must have been really hard for him.
I imagine Nintendo must have someone in mind because could you imagine if they actually like did open casting for that, like 3 million people's Mario impressions? Like, it's me,
I imagine there's already someone for Mario Wonder. I imagine that's already the new guy, whoever it is.
Yeah, exactly.
The mass-produced
series. Honestly, they're probably using archived footage, because it's not like Mario talks much anyways.
Yeah, it's the same couple of phrases.
They're just going to live off the same clips from Martinet for, like, the rest of the time.
Yeah.
No, Bowser is attacking the sun!
And after Good Trouble, do you want to run a Mario RPG?
Yes.
Really.
Yes.
No.
Can we please do the Super Mario Bros. Super Show roleplay?
Please.
No.
Patty cake, pasta man. Give me pasta power as fast as you can.
I won't, and I'll tell you why, because I don't want the group to collapse over who gets to be Mario.
That's fair.
Oh, well, okay.
I want to be Toad, so I can like.
None of us would be Mario. We'd all be our own Mario OCs. We'd
Mario OC.
Yeah.
My plumber OC.
New Mario Brothers.
I'm gonna be one of those fucking what are those big stone guys who fall on you? Not the thwomps, the ones in Mario Party.
I know.
I'm gonna be one of those.
The Womps or whatever?
Yeah, the Womps. I'm gonna be a Womp.
Could you imagine the Mario OC? It's like, I'm a plumber, but I'm also an orphan.
Dual wheel
I'm the third Mario.
I'm a plumber, but instead of Brooklyn, I grew up in Queens.
Listen, Sherlock Holmes, you got 3 brothers. You got Sherlock Holmes, you got Mycroft Holmes, who's Luigi in this case. And then in some versions of the canon, you have the third brother, Sherringford Holmes. We can follow the same principle for the Mario Brothers and introduce the third strongest brother.
Isn't that Wario?
Oh man, I've got to get Mario OC right now.
Wario.
I've got to get Mario OC right now. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's this gorilla named Sanchez.
Is this not a Donkey Kong OC?
This is a pretty long, intro to the recording.
Yeah, we have to start or Stigma's gonna start shooting lasers out of his eyes.
Okay. Well, what happened last time, Darnell? Please tell us. We need to know.
What if I told you I forgot? What were you gonna do about that?
I know you didn't forget because you love me.
Oh, well, maybe a little bit. Okay.
Now recap.
What?
You say all like he said something sweet, but he said something really egocentric.
A little bit.
Egocentric and correct.
I hate him so much. You have no idea.
No, that's a lie.
That is not a lie.
That is not. For as long as I've known you, you have like obsessed over Tan Honey.
I'm not obsessed over Tan Honey. Let's not put that out there. Anyway.
Too late.
Last time I'm trying to remember what happened.
Oh, fuck, you actually forgot.
Hold on. Okay, yeah, so last time we went in, we fought the Ragmops and Tinana, like a bunch of rock bugs or rock creatures of some kind.
Tinana.
And as we were doing so, we knew that... Fuck, what was his name? The
Micah Jag?
Micah Jag, yeah. We knew he was around, so I was like, maybe we should set up for a fight with him, but there was like a flash, and everyone's like, he's probably gone. Sure enough, we look around, he's not there anymore. So we head back with the guy that we rescued, whose name also escaped me. I think Billio or Bats freed him from like a TV snail one. And then we headed back, and then they were like, you're too late, the president's been killed, and you've all been burned.
No, he's not being killed. It seems that they think you were the one trying to kill him.
The plot has been discovered. You have been blamed. You're all burned. And then a SWAT team instantly descended upon the... I almost said tavern. Jesus Christ. The bar.
We're in
I love
fucking
that, like, you're playing D&D, like, in a fantasy setting, and, like, when the guards hate you, a SWAT team comes in.
Yeah. USA!
That's like
they just shoot a dog first turn.
And I'm very happy to tell you this. You can do this in Pathfinder because like it lets you merge the sci-fi setting of Starfinder with Pathfinder.
It's true.
I've always wanted to play like a laser gunslinger in Pathfinder. Continue.
At any rate, give me 1 moment because his dog started barking at me. I need to eject it from the room.
Okay.
Sure thing.
Come on, Paddy. Come on, dog.
President Ford Motors is after us now.
This dog is fucked up.
I think Tan meant to mute himself, but he forgot to do so.
I don't care. It's funny.
No, it is fine. I'm just saying. I don't think that was intentional.
Okay, hello. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
So yes, as Darnell said, when we left off, the SWAT team had just burst into the bar, and they are pointing guns at you all and basically going, "Go down on the ground, go down on the fucking ground, put your hands on your head, don't move!" There's a lot of contradictory instructions being thrown at you here.
Now, Tan, if we remember correctly, I did roll. I was the only one who rolled a notice or whatever the fuck.
So you did get a few seconds warning. What did you do with those few seconds, perhaps?
Would I've been able to disperse my limbs in all general direction and attempt to turn my teammates into balls to ferry us to safety?
I don't know whether you could. I'll let you turn yourself into balls in that time. I don't know whether you can turn all your teammates into balls in that time.
Well, I'm a stand, so it doesn't really matter.
I would personally
what about
prioritize. I was gonna say driver because he has a means to like get places with you quickly, and also I'm so sorry, my brain's fried. Vasilii can like turn into a rat or fucking something, and they won't know he's Vasilii. I think
that's true. So
yeah.
So you're saying that I should prioritize you?
No, I'm saying driver because he can get help faster, and because if I say me, it will sound very selfish. But otherwise, I would say me.
Yeah. You're right. All right. I'm going to then I'll make 2 shots. I'll put one on Chelsea and one on driver, with the assumption that Vasilii can turn himself into something, an amoeba maybe.
Okay, so if that is the case, so you did that before they burst in then, and turned them into balls.
Yes.
Okay, so something bursts in and point their guns at Vasilii and shout, "Go down on the ground, put your heads in the fucking air, don't fucking move."
Vasilii then must think he's been abandoned or something.
I think Vasilii comes to the wrong conclusion and he tries to say in like his most British accent, I am American. I am American.
Thinks it's
I
ice.
am not. Hey, maybe they think he's like a Soviet spy or something.
We just got told we've been burned.
No, this is in character. Keep it going.
Let him cook.
Let him
Okay,
cook.
so the guy at the head of this team, he's like pointing a gun at you. Goes, "Get down on the fucking ground right now. I don't care where you're fucking from."
Is Vasilii able to see his teammate is gone, or we're in like separate rooms?
You're all in the same room. They disappeared right before the door got slammed open from your perspective.
That's all right. I think he'll be biding his time. Surely we have some kind of plan. And he raises his hands, although he does draw out like a few fingers of pregnancy to see if like these men can perceive it.
They don't seem to respond to it. They one of them circles you to like get behind you to like handcuff you. If you're going to allow such a thing to occur.
Well, how many of them are there?
Let's say there's like 5 of them here.
Okay, and they're spread across the room, right?
If you go into the Jamboard, I'll give you like a brief little visual aid of the layout here.
Only 5 dudes? Maybe we could just take them. I thought it would be like 2 dozen.
5 dudes in the room with you. You don't know if there's any others.
There's probably more outside.
Yeah,
I'd say.
the legendary Jamboard.
So yeah,
Alright,
the big
slide
one there is a
8.
door. Good slide 1. I've just refreshed it all.
Alright.
Quick question: are we on the second floor or the first floor? Or
First floor here.
the what floor?
First floor.
Oh, goddamn it. There's no basement, is there?
You don't know. It could be. So yeah, there's door and window. This is not necessary, but
I love how you bothered to type window but not door.
I think Vasilii will just raise his hands. He'll comply for now. This is about the long game.
okay. So one of them goes behind you, like drives a knee into the back of your knee to get you down onto your knees, and handcuffs you. And then another one comes over to like slip a black bag over your head.
Oi, 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 oi.
Yeah, so if you allow that to occur, you get the bag over your head, and you hear one on radio, and we've got one of them. Other 3 don't seem to be here. What do you mean they might fucking disappear? Okay, everyone, fan out. So 2 of you stay with this guy. We'll find the rest. They're in here somewhere, they say. And with that, 2 of them, as they say, seem to be staying with you, Vasilii, and the other 3 begin moving through the building. It seems to just sort of try and clear it. Meanwhile, the Clash, you have achieved balls on your 2 friends.
Yes.
What is your actual escape route here? Are you staying in the building and hiding somewhere? Are you leaving the building entirely as you go somewhere? Or
Now, as they were charging into the room, the Clash did stay within view of these guys just to ascertain if they could figure out whether or not he was a stand, if they noticed him.
it seems these men did not.
Okay. So the door, that we could assume that just leads to the outside, right? Since
That's
there's
the
a bar.
outside, yeah.
Okay. And what is it busted down? Like, do they
It's
open
still
it, or?
attached to the frame, but you can't imagine it closing properly after the rough entrance they made.
So it is cracked open a little bit, right?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to send the driver and Chelsea balls outside that crack and just kind of like roll them across the street, because the balls should be invisible still to people who can't see stands, and get them to a safer location about as far as my range can go, up until I can turn them back into themselves again. And I'm just going to stay here because I'm going to try to get Vasilii out too.
Okay, you are free to do that. I just want to point out that if you do look out through the crack in the door, you see that there are officers outside as well. It seems the sort of perimeter is in the process of being set up.
Right.
we-
Well, I mean, they shouldn't be able to see the balls, right?
Sure.
That's my logic here. So I'm gonna do that. I'm going to try to get them out to an area where they're able to turn back into themselves and possibly escape, which will be easier outside than in.
Okay, so if you go out into the streets, you do see as there's a perimeter of ordinary sort of officers and SWAT teams outside, sort of guarding this building. Presumably, it goes around to the back entrance as well, or wherever the back door is. And you manage to sort of get outside that police cordon and get a little ways down the street where you're not so immediately noticeable. But it does seem like your friend Vasilii has been, for the time being, captured by these men.
Oh, it was a mistake leaving only 2 men to guard me, though.
Oh, you're gonna go jump on them?
I mean, how close are they?
Well, you've got a black bag over your head, so you can't tell exactly, but you can feel sort of body heat from fairly close. It looks like one of them at least is very close to you, keeping a watch.
You know, I never did figure out whether Agency was one of those stands you could see through the eyes of or not.
Perhaps it's time to find out.
I don't think it matters. I think give it a few minutes, and when it becomes apparent that it's just 2, it's time to break out, as the opening song goes.
Okay. Yeah. So, are you going to attack the SWAT officer near you then, or?
I want to point out that it said the opening is break down, not break out.
Wait, is that is it? Wait,
Yes.
what was the part 6
4
again,
opening?
then? I
Stone
think
Ocean.
Part 6 one. It's called Breakdown.
No,
No.
part
I
six
was
is-
thinking of the part 4. Part 4 is just break down.
Very cool.
Well, anyways, I think Vasilii will have Fade into You bust out a punch onto the guy nearest to him with the intent to devolve him back into a fish. Meanwhile, with its other arm, it'll devolve the cuffs back into
Rocks?
raw. I was gonna say raw, unrefined metal that hopefully kind of just crumbles in this primordial state. At which point he will use his own hands to rip the bag off.
Right. Okay. So one hand is devolving the man into a fish. The other is devolving the cuffs into base metals, and then with your hands, you're taking the bag off your head. Once those conditions are cleared. Okay, so I'm going to say the cuffs and taking your bag off your head, that doesn't really require a roll, but it's going to be sort of an attack roll with an advantage on this SWAT officer. And so when you're devolving something, is this like a punch you're doing, or are you grabbing onto him to do this?
Well, I had initially thought of it as a punch, but now that you mention it, that is probably a better idea. So I will be grabbing onto them with a Fade into You.
Okay, so that will be a restraint then. That's power and durability, and that'll be against this gentleman's body and weight. If he... Oh... And as I said, that's got advantage as well. So, oh my god. So yeah, you've just got 66 successes out of 6 there. Yeah, definitely. I'm going to say this is an overpose. Tell me how you destroy this man.
I think, Vasilii is feeling an itch. And, you can tell he's leaning back in his chair. And from the outside point, he just sneezes like a bomb. But hidden within the wind is the arm of Fade into You, which strikes this guy so hard, he slams into the wall. And by the time you look back, you see Vasilii's broken free. And where the guy was, it's just he was sneezed into some hideous flopping fish.
Oh my god. So you sneezed out the fist is what I'm imagining here?
Perhaps he did have some seafood, maybe in that sausage donut. Maybe it was some, black market ingredients.
I want to point out that sausage is not fish.
No, that's the point, Jack. The donut was sketchy.
So yeah, this the first SWAT officer has been turned completely into SpongeBob's new best friend. And as the fish slaps into the wall, let's say, and falls to the ground, the other officer, who has not seen the fist, of course, but has seen his friend become a aquatic being, turns to you, lifts his gun in terror, and he's going to begin firing.
I would like to. Well, I don't think I can dodge it. I think it's time to start platinum or of a bullets. I see approaches.
Right. Okay. So yeah, he's going to be doing a strike here. He's going to use his body and wit for the purposes of that. So, as you say, if you're going to aura it, please give me some power and some speed.
All right.
And again with advantage because this guy can't see the stand. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Well done. So yeah, you also flawlessly punch each and every bullet out of the air with your auras. Perhaps they are devolved into raw metal that bumps down to the ground as well. So from this guy's perspective, you seem to have some kind of like horrifying force field around you that's neutralizing all his bullets. And from that, it's it. So you go turn.
I think he can afford to be a little nicer guy. He goes, friend, have you ever heard of something called MK Mega?
What? No.
Talk with your boss sometimes. I think this is all a coked up dream you're having.
Not again.
So scram. Tell him you had a bad day at work. It's not your fault. And when you came here to arrest me, just your imagination.
The guy throws his gun down and sprints out the open door into the perimeter beyond, screaming his head off. As the door
I can't believe you spared a cop. That's disgusting.
As the door does swing
not
further
cop,
open.
With service.
That SWAT officer is going to go off to kill like 12 streamers in the future. Because you let him live right
Every
now.
streamers, who cares?
He's gonna shoot like a blind person when he doesn't comply with orders.
They're going to call him a hero when he dies because he accidentally shot himself trying to attack someone.
I think now that he's alone, Vasilii would obviously take this gun for his own use, and then.
I just want to point out, Vasilii, when he did run out the door and the door sort of swung a little bit further open for a second, you did hear the from of helicopter blades outside. So do keep this in mind.
Time to quickly take the gun, re-evolve the fish partially back into human to steal his Secret Service clothes, and then alter his own face.
Secret Service. These guys are SWAT. Secret Service protects the president.
I forgot they were SWAT.
No, you're okay. SWAT's just that's
SWAT
that's who they
uniform,
call in for
basically.
if they in theory it's for an immediate terrorist threat, they're trained to descend suddenly.
No, I know what SWAT is, Darnell. I just forgot they were SWAT.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, the Secret Service does not deal with terrorists.
So I'm guessing this guy isn't wearing a nice black suit then.
He's probably
not.
wearing
He's got
a bulletproof vest
yeah.
that says SWAT, and he's got one of those helmets with the glass visor.
Well, time to pull a little stormtrooper and blend in as this guy with the helmet on and everything. But he stays as a fish after that.
Yeah. So you managed to get in disguise, but as you are, I'm going to say, give me a race roll here, because the other guys are still breaching the building. It seems they are coming back.
Is that speed and body, since he's changing?
Speed and body, I'll let you do as well. Maneuver, I'll let you do if you prefer that.
Sorry, you failed the race roll. Now you're a gnome.
No.
You don't get to choose.
And I want you to be a 3 with that, which you seem to have done.
Oh my
I think
god.
if you fail the race roll, you become an elf.
Oh no!
So the second,
Where's
just
that?
as you're standing up, had moments after you got the outfit on, the other SWAT officers return. They stop when they see that I assume you turned this man back into a fish after you took his uniform.
Yeah, that's what he
Yes,
said.
and he is hidden.
Okay. They stop and look at where the you previously was and is no longer. Johnson, what the hell's a prisoner?
What prisoner? He was never here.
Wait, look, you were with us. We fucking took him.
Look. What? That guy, he was screaming,
I'm messing
right?
with his fucking head. Those fuckers were right. Tell them to get down here.
But my head's like a vice. Nothing gets inside it.
They used the fucking seat power on him. I knew it.
See power? You high, Sarge?
You know
I don't know
better
if he's
to
actually
ask me that, Norwell. Don't play games with me.
You know me. You got all the high scores.
Yeah, I know you all too well. And I know what you're capable of. He says.
Look. Let's not waste it. Let's get out of here. Find the rest of them.
Right. I'll drive Norwell. You get in the back with the others.
Right. I'll cover you.
You always do. He slaps you on the back. And with him and the rest of the squad, they begin moving towards the squad van. From the perspective of you guys, like, who've just escaped, you see what seems to be your friend, like, from your perspective, they just left everyone, got into a van.
I wonder how long he can keep this up before someone realizes that's not the same face.
He's got, like, his helmet on at the moment, so...
It's like... You're right, it's an impenetrable defense.
He's got a different voice, but...
I mean,
it's
cops
all
famously have very low IQs, so...
Norwell, your voice finally dropped.
Norwell Johnson. And with that, it seems you've escaped arrest for the moment.
Hell yeah.
But you are currently separated. One of you seems to have joined the SWAT team.
I always knew Vasilii was a cop.
Yeah, that tracks.
And with that, we sort of swoosh back to you guys, the Clash, the Chelsea, and the driver.
We can talk when we're ball form, right?
If you do the key voice, I'll let you.
Yeah, we can. But I'm going to say the Clash has navigated to a rooftop if Tan has allowed that.
I have no problem with that. So, rooftop of the local pizza joint, which is, it's of course got a very, very cool, funny name. It's called,
The Pizza of Two.
it's called The Hut.
The Hut. There you go.
The Hut. Okay. Is there so the Clash is going to crouch behind like an AC unit or a sign, whatever's on the roof there, and he's going to roll the balls out and turn the balls back into their normal forms, and he's going to look at his friends and, come over to them. Are you all right? I tried my best there, but I wasn't quick enough to get Vasilii.
I honestly thought he would be able to, like, turn into a rat or something and scurry away. I did not think he would join the SWAT team.
He joined the SWAT team?
You didn't see?
No, I was too focused on getting you out.
He left in the car with them, but he wasn't handcuffed, and he had on one of their helmets.
That was
How'd
him?
you know it was him?
I
Did we
can
not
tell
see that?
because I saw his stand behind him.
Yeah, did we not see something like that?
From your perspective, I don't know, like, could you tell it was him?
I thought so.
my
I'm not
face-
trying to meta you. I'm sorry. In that case,
Yeah, no.
the time roaches come in, I guess. I have no clue what happened to him, but hopefully he's alright.
Yes. I was also under the assumption that he could get away on his own, but if we have to go back for him, there's no... Well, it shouldn't be much of an issue. They look like standard issue SWAT, not stand users.
Hold on, maybe he can contact us, and I do a one ping on the pager to see if he responds. What the fuck?
So as you're, that was sound of traffic because the van is currently moving. You see, and as you're sitting in the back of the van with your SWAT comrades, Vasilii, you feel your pager buzz once.
He will try and play it off as him scratching an itch when you tries pressing like the button through his pants.
Give me a
If you can
stealth
just
roll.
press it, I don't think anyone will care.
Oh, yeah, actually, yeah. If you want to like sneakily do it, you can do a stealth roll. If you prefer.
I feel like it would be more suspicious if he tried to hide it. Like, it's just a pager.
Yeah. Yeah, he's probably just buying drugs from his plug.
Exactly.
I wish to do it stealthily regardless.
Okay, roll me body and reason then. Let's get a 2. It's
No,
it's
not reason.
A 2,
no.
10?
Yeah, well, it's not difficult. You did it. Yeah, so you managed to, without anyone noticing, just sort of like stealthily tap at your pager, and the rest of you feel a single buzz as well. And then beep!
Tan has never used the DC of 1, I think. Have you?
No.
No.
DC of
Roll
one
to
is like-
breathe.
DC of 1, you might as well not even make it a roll.
A
You might
DC of
just
1 is for like a
automate.
task that isn't too hard. DC of 2 is like, this is a hard task.
He's wearing tight pants, what can I say?
Fair enough, I guess. Alright, so he pages us back.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so he's alive and he's able to get to his pager. That's good. Well, fuck, what do we do now?
Well, Neil did tell us that we're burned, but I'm assuming that we do have contact outside of the city, correct?
Do we have a contact, Timothy?
You do have a number you could call to like get in contact with the Good Trouble, sort of an undercover number that can take your call.
Yeah, we gotta
I
find
think
a
this is an
payphone.
emergency.
Yeah.
We'll find a payphone, but we also need something for us so that we don't look like us, if that makes sense. We need some sort of
Too bad
disguise.
Too bad Vasili's not here, that master of disguise.
As you are discussing this, by the way, from your perspective, on top of the hut, you can see the bar that originally was breached. You see an unmarked car pull up at the perimeter, and a couple of people get out of the car. 3 of them you don't know. 1 of them you do know. I'll go through these one by one. It's like a man
Sid
with
Masterson.
long black hair, sharp teeth. He sort of scratches
Oh,
his
of
cheek as he gets
course.
out. There's another one with sort of a ginger hair, stubble, wearing a grey suit. There's a middle-aged, sort of stout woman, blonde hair, tied back into a ponytail. She seems like the leader of this little gang. And then the last one who gets out is visibly a man that you know as Wenwan, Vasili's brother.
Oh, shit. Do you think
Don't
he
think
told
he's
us-
gonna do us any favors if we try to talk to
Do
him.
you think maybe he told us about this to, like, bait us into being a target to, like, blame it on?
It's possible.
Fuck.
Still,
Either
last
way,
time we talked,
not-
he was open to allyship.
Well, the thing is, we're in the Cold War. Our allegiances are gonna change by the day. Regardless, not really our concern. We need, if we're burned, then we'd only really inhibit any attempt to protect the president. So our best bet is to just get out of here.
I need to get in contact with Good Trouble again. I need to make sure that my son's okay. I don't know if he's affected by this, but how do we do that? How do we get out without being seen?
And as Chelsea's saying this, I'm projecting, like, images of, like, random people over myself and her.
Hey, nice. Who do you make
On top of the
look like?
roof.
We're crouched,
I-
right? Behind like a billboard or something.
Yeah. I don't know. Probably just fucking someone. Someone. You know what? Actually, we look like Sam and Damien from the first campaign we did.
Wow.
That's a fun
Probably.
Easter egg. No one else will get that, but that made me happy. Yeah, let's do it.
You're not even born yet.
Perfect.
I know. I spliced these myself so if we ever needed, like, an emergency escape.
I've
I
calculated
know for a
what
fact that no one looks like this, and no one will ever look like this.
calculated what our maybe
Now-
descendants will look like at some point.
Now, I don't mean to alarm you, but this whole situation did kick some gears biologically into order. And to put this in terms you might understand,
Yeah, you're waking up, aren't you?
No, I'm giving birth.
Whatever, same difference.
Right, but it's going to inhibit my mobility.
Wait, are you
It'll be
saying
fine,
that
just-
you're waking up, you feel it in your bones?
One could say. One could say.
Storm's coming, Annie!
Is it about to make your system blow?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna stop now.
It's a serious moment.
I'm so sorry. Please go ahead and give birth to yourself.
It's
as you-
going to take 2 hours to days, but you will have to carry me, unfortunately.
Why
As
can't
you're
you just
disco-
go? Why can't you just return to bats?
Well, because this is a complicated process. We return bats to the form of a small mammal, and, well, I've had to reprocess and rebuild his old consciousness from scratch on top of his body, and I
From
have to actually...
scratch.
Yes, it was very complicated. We devolved him.
I'm gonna make him cooler this time around.
This time he will speak French.
This time,
I have
I
made a
thought,
few...
wait, you say devolved him, but like Vasili's never erased the consciousness of someone before.
It's not the consciousness that's, it's more the body. The consciousness is still there. Bats is screaming, and he's been watching these past few months, but his old body is gone.
What?
what happened? I thought he was in the bear.
No, Bats
What are
was...
you talking about?
Out of character, we turned Bats into a small mammal, and I was like breastfeeding it and shit.
Yes,
Yeah,
but like
I
we've
was
never
gonna
had to like
forget.
regrow them before.
No. I put him under the hat, under the Clash's fedora, and Vasili's thing can't re-evolve people. They stay devolved. It doesn't work in reverse.
Time out.
Just re-evolved someone.
Time out. Real quick, didn't we say that like the chicken dinos turned back into chickens when Vasilii left range?
Yes.
So shouldn't the
Well,
rat
was
be
that
turning?
about range?
Evolving people this
Well,
entire campaign.
It's a mysterious
It was less
phenomenon.
about range, and I think more about him falling asleep. I think.
So if he takes a
It's
nap,
a-
so every time he goes to sleep, does Bats turn back into a person and he has to re-rat him?
It's a mysterious phenomenon. Who can-
I think Rocky forgot, and we can leave it at that.
It was a special usage.
Yeah,
of this land.
by the way, I'm not trying to gotcha anyone. I'm just confused as to what's happening and the rules of.
No,
Fine.
this frustration, by the way, is completely in character. I'm not actually frustrated out of character.
I think that if gold experience makes an animal and you hit it,
Yeah,
the damage gets reflected,
Yeah,
and then we don't have to use it any other time except for during like the first chapter.
This was fucking heavy faded to you.
Oh man.
I'm gonna say that it works. That Vasili turned Bats into a small mammal, correct? And the Clash has been nursing him back to health.
But,
the
but
Clash-
inadvertently it went too far and it devolved his soul as well. And that's why he needs fixing.
Race the Clash as well?
No. The Clash is his own. He's his own soul
Well,
entity.
your stand is your
If we go into
manifestation. Your stand is your manifestation of your soul.
But the
Yes.
Clash has been in this world so long that he's started to take on his own manifestation.
So he could sustain his form after the soul was. You need a fucking diagram for this shit. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. Go to the page 2. This
Page
is
2.
Bats' soul.
Okay.
So
It's a
this,
circle.
and then we have the Clash.
Mhm.
So as you can see, it's like a Venn diagram.
It's not a Venn diagram though because it's overlapping the line. There's no like.
Although, well, yeah, it's because this fucking thing's a piece of shit. That's why. But it should be.
Well, I got you.
I just feel like this is a very forced attempt at drama, to be honest.
No, it's
It's
fine.
not drama.
It's funny.
I'm a
It's so-
fucking-
I
As
mean,
you can
it
see-
is drama, though. Like, you're trying to, like, amp this up by having us, like, have to worry about protecting your stand here.
He's
But-
talking
so,
about
yeah.
he's talking about narrative drama, not SCP like player drama.
Okay.
I'm not fucking stupid, Darnell.
Oh.
I'm saying this wasn't dramatic. It was supposed to be a gag.
Okay, let's stop arguing. It's just that, as we can see, his soul turned into an animal soul, but because the Venn diagram, the Clash only did a little bit into an animal soul, and the rest remained as a human soul, and that's why he's not a little animal as well.
Hold on,
that's why-
if you draw this, he's kind of like a soul from Soul Eater now.
Well, he's not. No, that's different. That's a different thing.
Okay.
So, and that is the Iraqi narration for why that's why it works like that.
It's
God.
inexplicable.
Maybe-
Matt will be back in a few hours.
Maybe Batisil lacked, the will to re-evolve on its own. So Clash had to nurture
but the
it.
chicken didn't.
Look. Monkeys can have greater willpower than humans.
To be
Because
fair,
they
in
got more
JoJo, they
hyper.
do canonically state that like a rat, a baby, a fucking plankton all have more of a fighting spirit than Jotaro's mom for some reason.
Anyway, that's how it works. That's the anatomy of Back to Soul.
Okay.
It kind of looks like he has a big pimple.
I think Driver is angry in character.
But anyway, as you're discussing this matter, you do see that fellow who came out of the car. He seems to be sticking his head into the bar, sniffing at the air. Like you can see him in the distance, and then slowly
Shit.
he turns his head and looks directly
I
at
was
the
about to
billboard.
say. Yeah, he's got the fucking stupid fucking Bloodhound scent track. We need to move.
We could always douse ourselves in bleach.
Wait, he's not the guy that we fought in, like, the Soviet Union, is he? I thought he died.
Popov?
This isn't Polpov, is it?
It's
No.
you do not want to see Popov. It's not Popov now.
I
Okay.
think we need to get some deer piss ASAP and get out of here.
I mean, Can we, like, buy that from a butcher's market or something?
Yeah, usually like most hunting shops have it, I think.
Well, you can certainly go try and find some deer piss, but that group does seem to be approaching this building now with the stout woman at the head of the pack.
Yeah, I feel like we're already on our way to leave.
Yeah, you have the flying bike, and I can be in a ball form if we just need to. We can
Yeah.
outspeed them, easy.
Right. Okay. So you're just going to sort of flee then as they're approaching. That's the idea.
Yeah,
I think
I mean,
it would be a
that's...
good idea to find like some sort of payphone at like a rest stop, maybe outside of the city.
Yeah. We definitely have to leave the city at least, if not the
Right.
state.
Right. Okay. So I'm going to need you, item drivers, sort of being the one to actually do the racing away here, with everyone else sort of come along for the ride. Is that right?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, so I'm going to need a race from a driver here, and it will be opposed by a opposed by a strike from another individual.
Race is, yeah, I think that's a 10d6 for me.
No problem. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. As you're zooming off, like you said, you're flying here as well.
I never
Yeah.
said that. I was just racing off with my
I
bike.
was
Yeah,
talking
I mean, we
dimension
could just
flying,
go on.
Sorry.
Yeah, we could just go. It's better
you
to
just
go
look-
on it. Right?
You just speed along the ground then, away.
Yeah.
Okay, as you're doing that, that stout woman, as like she spots you in the distance, like leaving, she holds her hand out. There's the standard aura glow erupts around her hand, and she pulls out this massive long sword that she just sort of swings in your general direction. A second later, the Clash, Chelsea, and Driver. The Driver, you don't notice something straight away. All you notice, if anything, is that the weight on your bike gets slightly lesser. The Clash, though, you suddenly fall out of the air, like the bike disappeared from under you from your perspective, and just fall onto the ground here, or maybe just to float. I don't know what you do. Chelsea, you can't float. I know you can't float, so you do fall off the bike and just land onto the road at a speed here.
I'm in a ball though right now, right?
Yeah.
You're in a ball. So you roll to use a stop. But this does require a diagram. I'm sorry for this episode.
Oh, fuck,
so
I forgot to put the diagram back on the thing. Whoops, let me switch to that. So this was the original diagram. Sorry, guys. I forgot to switch on to the...
This is such a good episode.
I'm sorry.
Stop, guys! He's doing his best. All right, come on,
You're
Sam.
like,
I was
no.
making fun of you, not him.
You can make fun of me as much as you want.
Okay, so this is not what the bike looks like. This is driver's perspective. This is all the same location, but the point is, none of you can see any of the others that got hit by this attack. It's like you can separate like separate layers of reality. So that's Chelsea.
Okay, so we can't see bats or not bats. I'm so sorry. Driver at all anymore.
No, driver can't see you. You can't see the Clash, and the Clash can't see. You're
Did
all
she create
separated.
separate timelines by using her timeline sword?
Who can say?
You can.
But
say.
we are all in the same surrounding area, right?
Yeah, you all see the same surroundings, but none of you see each other.
Gotcha.
Oh, so all three of us are separate.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Would Chelsea revert back to her normal form?
She doesn't automatically.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Can he unrevert me?
Can I see her?
You can't see
I
her
can
at all.
see
You can
her.
sense her.
Okay.
I
can work with
I believe you can see from your ball, so if you wanted, you could like look out from her perspective. In her
Oh,
separate
okay.
layer.
I can do that.
Can you? I'm still a ball. Where'd you guys go? Can you hear me?
Okay, that was weird.
What? You said
Yeah,
to use
I
a
can hear
high-pitched voice.
I didn't say anything.
Oh my god.
That was the others.
This is such a good episode.
Right. Okay, but point is that you all separated basically, and
Gotcha.
Can we
Chelsea-
hear each other when we speak?
you can't hear each other. You're completely separated.
Okay.
Driver, I don't know if you just keep on driving at this point without the others, but if you do turn around, you do see there's someone like pursuing you. It seems that woman with the sword. It seems like she's there, but that her companions have also vanished, and she's like charging after you. Chelsea, from your perspective, it looks like the man with the ginger hair is the only one of the group remaining, and he's coming after you as you're a ball on the ground right now. And the Clash, you see the man with the long black hair and the sharp teeth who like sniffed you out. He's running at you. So it seems like they've also been separated along these layers.
So which one's the one
Gotcha.
we already recognized?
When one, he doesn't seem to be appearing for any of you. He seems to have vanished from all your perceptions.
Okay. So I've got the ginger hair, Bats has the black hair, sharp teeth, and then Driver's up against the lady with the sword.
It seems, yeah.
Okay.
And while you're doing that, let's swoosh over to our friend who's just arrived back at the precinct, old Vasilii. And as the van is open up, one of your comrades slaps you on the back. It's like, hey, you're still up to come to the wedding, right?
I'm feeling a bit sick after that last mission. Remind me what's when is it again?
Next week, you said you'd be giving a speech.
Oh yeah, of course. You know, a week's plenty of time to to recover.
Okay. I'm finally marrying my girlfriend. I'm so excited, he says. Oh, do you want to see a picture of her? And he gets a locket around his neck and shows you the picture of his girlfriend.
How does she look?
She's alright.
How does this guy? Wait, does this guy have his helmet on still?
He takes it off. He's very lucky.
You're very lucky.
I know. This is my last day before I start the week off. I'm really pumped for it. I just hope nothing happens.
I'm sure nothing will go wrong. And he claps this guy in the back. Nothing happens, right?
Nothing happens now.
Okay. I'm sure that'll last. Say which way is the can again?
Well,
I usually hold it in during my shift.
we all know that Norwell. It's just down the hall to the right. You might want to
What
take your helmet
does
off.
that mean? Why does everyone know that?
That sounds like a Norwell problem, not
Your
a
IBS is
Vasilii
public
problem.
knowledge, Norwell, you stupid stinky bastard.
What does this mean?
Hey,
Rookie,
you forget what the bathroom is? Don't forget next time, okay? This is one of your comments.
Nice job,
I don't like
pants
this.
shitter, Norwell.
I
Jesus
think-
Christ.
Yes, sir. And he's gonna salute go into the can. Hopefully, is he alone if he
He's
gets
alone.
there?
You're alone.
Are there any windows or vents or anything?
There
like
is
that?
a window, and there is a vent as well if you prefer to go that way. But there is a window available to you.
God. I think just in case, there's anybody nearby and he gets caught midway, he's gonna go, god damn, this place stinks. And he's gonna open the window. Does anyone interrupt him?
No one interrupts you now.
Alright, then time to, perhaps devolve into a rat and skedaddle. Well, a rat-like, mammal.
Yeah. So as you're scurrying out of the window and like onto the front sort of like area of the police station where like people come and go, the public, you do see a car pulling up, and out of it, sort of heading inside the police station with purpose, you see your brother Wen Wan. He doesn't see you, but he's sort of going in there, like seemingly looking for something.
Hmm. You know, maybe it's worth going back inside.
Okay.
He's gonna tail him as a rat.
Okay, so well, yeah, absolutely. So he's sort of going through, checking rooms one by one. Someone like goes to question, he just sort of flashes a badge so quickly you can't really get a good look at it, and they stop bothering him. He's going through every room. He's going to the janitor's closet. He's looking everywhere for whatever it is he's seeking. And once he checks the final room and doesn't find anything, he like even looks through the cells. Like Pete pokes his head through. He sort of gets his phone out. Well, no, he doesn't get his phone out. Those aren't been invented yet. He gets a pager out and taps it twice, looking incredibly annoyed. Perhaps you would like to roll a stealth roll, by the way, against his intelligence right now.
Of course.
So he's going to be rolling his wit and reason against your body and reason. So 1, 2, 1, 2. So you may be like make a little bit of too much of a heavy step, and there's like a creak on the floor. He snaps his head round, but you manage to get out of sight before he actually sees you. He mutters a curse word under his breath and like charges back out the police station towards his car.
Is he alone in the car?
He's alone in the car. This seems to be the car that, well, actually, you wouldn't know this, but yeah, he's alone in the car.
I think then it's safe for Vasilii to, perhaps re-evolve into the man he once was. And say, fancy seeing you in town, brother.
Are you in the back seat of the car, or?
Yes,
Yes.
in the back seat of the car.
Just like sees him in the rear view mirror.
One leg up on his knee, a very casual, stance.
So he immediately like brakes the car, just like on the sidewalk. Should have shown up here. It's stupid. If you were hidden, you should have stayed hidden.
What can I say? Curiosity got the better of me.
You realise I can't just let you go, right? These people. You're in a bad situation.
But looks to me like you're alone right now. Can't we have a talk, brother to brother?
I can go a couple of minutes before they start asking why I didn't just get rid of you, I suppose.
Alright. First. Oh wait. Just a reminder. So, the mission info about like Biggs Little and the assassination attempt came from him, right?
Well, what they got from him was just like vague. Someone's going to try and assassinate the president on the inauguration. So
Right.
the later details of Biggs Little happened a bit like in the last couple of days. So that was sort of he never told you about Biggs Little, for example.
Right. All right. Okay. First, why are you in town?
Well, some parties have been hiring people, stand users, to the American government's been setting up its own division for handling these matters exclusively. Previously, it was just part of the departments in other organizations, but they're trying to set up something devoted entirely to this kind of thing. So I've been paid to be part of that.
I see. And what are your friends up to right now?
Well, apparently they're meant to be taking your friends in. So who
For
knows how
what?
that's going? Well, it seems that whoever was trying to kill the president, it seems pretty obvious to me at least that they flipped that around on you. So they've got evidence. They've got Big as Little seems to have testified that you guys kidnapped him. I don't know why. Obviously, from what I know, that's not the case.
Snail.
What snail? What?
What's
Oh.
snail? What are you talking
Did
about?
the snail fucking brainwash him or something?
Well, that's anyway. It's not my place to argue with the higher ups, but seems they thought I was a good matchup against you, so that's why they sent me out to get you, which I will have to do after this little chat passes. I'm afraid. So it drums his finger along the.
You're tribe, but remember what happened whenever we fought as kids?
You're a cocky bastard as always.
Learn from the worst of it.
And he sort of slowly, like he was just drumming his fingers along the dash, and he sort of slowly slips his finger down until it like brushes against his holster, and then he suddenly cries out, "In the dust!" And his stand appears behind him, like lunging for the back seat.
I think, if it's possible, I think it might be like a cowboy, draw your gun first situation, whereas at the same time he's doing that, Willie shouts trade into you, and he has it like tap like the car, the seat of the car, and try and like devolve the whole like floor of it around him into like unprocessed raw, really loose grainy materials, and basically like fall out of the car as he's turning back into a rat.
Okay. So yeah, that's probably going to be a speed-based thing as well. So as he's doing that, you're doing your thing. So I would probably say that's going to be anticipate from you, reason and speed, against his strike, which is power and precision.
Damn use of higher critical thinking.
So it's 1, 2, 3 from you. 1, 2. You are a lucky man. Yes, so you manage to do that, and you sort of fall backwards as you devolve and begin scurrying out through the pile of unprocessed material as his fist sort of sails past where your face would have been moments ago.
I think that as soon as he can like he's not underneath the car anymore, he'll revert back into the human form, so you can actually run faster. And as he's doing so, he'll have like fade into you, like drag its arm along the car, basically like devolving it into like useless, more loose material. So like you can't just drive after him.
Right. Okay. You do that, it sort of dissolves and begins sort of basically disintegrating into like piles of useless sort of slog. As you're doing that, though, as you clear the car, it's like the roof bursts open as your brother leaps out, lands on the disintegrating roof of the car, and you can see his stand is positioned behind him. I don't believe you were here the first time it was actually used, so it's basically, in terms of appearance, it's like a humanoid figure made of like lots of electrical cables wrapped together, with 6 of those cables like waving behind him as like Dr. Ock tentacles. And those tentacles right now, 2 of them are sort of plugged into his legs, and those legs seem to have like evolved basically. It just means something like similar, more in structure to like a cheetah or a jaguar. Basically looking very strong and very fast here. As he sort of brings his body low, seemingly to like leap after you, to pounce upon you.
Nice kicks, brother.
Got more than that. And with that, when we get back here, we will begin combat with Vasilii going first there. But first, we're going to go back. Driver, you were in your little slice of reality. You were driving away from the scene here. What's your plan going forward? You just gonna keep going, keep fleeing, or you got anything else in mind? Or
I would have tried to like distract them if we were all together, but since we've been quite forcefully separated, and this woman seems to be the cause of the separation, right? Like she did the sword thing.
She swung the sword and then it happened. That's what you saw, yeah.
And the one that can like detect sense also isn't here, right?
From what you can see, you cannot perceive him though.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna like all right, I'm going to try and lure her into a bit of a thing. I'm gonna keep sending you DMs for a little bit, Tan.
Okay, so you want it like off screen just a little bit then?
No. I'm gonna send you like little traps ahead of time.
I see.
Because I have no luck and I need to plan these out ahead of time. Right now, I'm kind of picturing it like the fucking World of Stars and Stripes fight from Part 7.
Right.
And as she's, like, pursuing me, I'm gonna shout out, I guess you're my date for this party. You got a name?
Keeps running after you. Like, are you still, like, speeding away as you say this, then? Because she's, like, on foot.
Yeah. I guess.
Okay. Like I said, she seems to be like in very good shape. She goes, Alexis Chine, you're under arrest by order of the United States government. Stand down.
Yeah, I hear someone with motorcycle treads tore up a crime scene. You realize if I wanted to kill someone, I would have copied someone else's shtick, right?
I've got my orders.
Whatever. Sorry, what was that?
She's like, you just say, it's not up to me, basically.
Oh, okay. Well, I can't let myself or my friends get trapped here while the president gets murdered.
Right, okay. So are you just, like, weaving through traffic? Is this because obviously it is a city, there is, like, other cars and stuff?
Yeah.
You're weaving through, you're having this conversation while you're like weaving through, she's like jumping from car to car, she's like going ninja
like fucking Dragon Ball shit.
Yeah. There's like some kids watching like, I'd be a motorbike driver, mommy. Oh. But as you do turn the corner, you do see there seems to be like a roadblock ahead. It seems like the police are starting to lock down this area of the city. The roadblock's in the process of being built up, like being like erected, so you can still get through. But it might be a tricky thing. It might be close.
Hang on, I'm sending you a DM right now.
Okay. Hold on, I'm receiving a psychic message.
All right. So could you repeat that?
Yeah, so as you turn the corners, like you can see a roadblock being erected ahead of yourself, a police roadblock, as it seems they're locking down this area of the city. It's not in such a state that you can't get through, but you would have to speed up, and it might be a close thing there if you try to go through directly.
Yeah, if I tried to go through directly, I can try and take like a back alley or something and start like driving up the wall to avoid things like shit happening on the footpaths and whatever.
Well, yes, absolutely. You can go baby driver on them.
Yeah. I guess I'll roll another race on that.
Absolutely, absolutely. So your objective is just like maneuver around that roadblock, then basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, give me a 2 for that. It's just as hard as secretly doing a pager. Jesus Christ, it was a good thing I didn't say anything else because that was a bad roll. But yeah, you do manage to do it. Of course, you like zoom up the wall of an alley, sort of kick off with the wheel, land on the roof, bounce off the edge of the roof, and sort of land on the other side of the roadblock here.
And I imagine she's still hot in pursuit.
Yeah, she's doing like parkour to get to you with like stand enhanced parkour. Occasionally, she like swings her sword at a wall to like blast herself off of it. It seems.
It's been a while since anyone pursued me like this.
I get paid well enough for it. Might as well do my job. And she sort of rears back. It seems like she's going to try swinging her sword again in your general direction here.
Alright. And the moment she seems like she's gonna start swinging her sword, I'm going to immediately, like, do like a U-turn on my bike, like, launch myself upwards towards her.
Okay.
And as she swings her sword, I'm going to, like, fucking swing Proto-Men like a fucking weapon to, like, match the sword.
Okay. I would say it's going to be a strike from both parties then.
Do I get a roll of cool for that?
Absolutely, you can have a rule of cool for that. So it'll be your power and precision. So it's 1, 2, 3. No, it wasn't. Sorry, that's my mistake. I was looking at your previous one. Jesus Christ, she
That was
terrible.
a 5 for me.
Yeah, and then look how many fucking 4s she got. If she had an advantage, that would have been a clean sweep.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
Looking Black Flash. Yes, so you managed, with all your stuff, in midair, you swing your bike, strike the sword. It seems like she was trying to do some sort of maneuver, but she doesn't quite build up the momentum it seems she's needed because you like slam her, spike her down into the ground here. Like she crashes through like a newspaper vendor and sends newspapers flying everywhere. And with that, she does take a hit, of course.
All right.
With that, we will, for the moment, just sort of swoosh down to our next person on the chopping block, who was Chelsea. You seem to have this ginger man approaching you. He's got a very sort of cold, stern expression on his face, and it's hard to sort of realize exactly what this strange feeling is as you're looking at him. But you realize a moment after sort of feeling uneasy, his face is perfectly symmetrical, it seems, and his clothing is also perfectly symmetrical. It's like some uncanny shit.
Mm-hmm.
And as he's walking towards you with both hands, he sort of puts his hands in his suit pockets, and in perfect synchronicity, sort of pulls out 2 identical pistols to point towards you.
I'm a ball right now. You said I didn't turn back and can't turn back, right?
Well, you can't turn yourself back.
I can't do anything. I'm a ball.
Can you roll?
Roll what? I'm a ball.
Yourself?
I don't think so. That's not. Otherwise, all the people he's captured would have rolled away, right?
So I do believe bats. You can perceive things through the ball. So perhaps you can beg bats for mercy.
I that's what I tried to do earlier. I tried to talk, and you said he can't hear you.
No, I said he can hear you.
Imagine if he just left you to die.
No, bats can hear Chelsea.
All right. Well, I'm not doing the ball voice again. Bats, can you turn me back? I'm in danger.
Bats, can you turn me back, please?
Please.
Dan, would I reasonably be able to respond to this as I'm dealing with my own problems right now?
I don't imagine it's too strenuous to turn off your. I don't like. It's just turning off your ability for that one thing. It's like a matter of thought, I would think.
Right. Okay. Without responding, I'm going to flicker
Roll
Chelsea
to turn
back.
off your power.
Yeah.
I should roll for it, but
you don't have to roll for it. It's okay.
I was kidding. No.
So as you suddenly poof back into a human being, Chelsea, 2 bullets foot into the space you were previously occupying.
So
Just
like,
leaving
I
twin.
imagine like the spot between my feet.
Yeah, like 2 perfectly spaced bullet holes just land there like fucking like a hole punch.
Okay, I think I figured your thing out, buddy. I think your thing, Mr. Red-haired man, is everything you do is like perfectly symmetrical, right? So like everything about you, you know, one thing goes one way, one thing goes the other way. That's a neat power. I'll give it to you. The problem
He raises both his eyebrows.
the problem is that I've got bigger things on my mind right now, and I'm gonna be honest, I've killed people way fucking stronger than you, so you should probably just like leave because I've got other priorities right now. I say it as a kindness. My friends tell me I kill a lot of people when I'm not supposed to, but if you don't leave, I'm going to kill you.
As you say that, he points both his guns towards you again. You hear the click as he like flicks off the safeties. I need you to roll intelligence and give me
What do you mean?
a 2.
Flicks off the safeties. Didn't he just shoot?
Yeah, but it's like it's a movie gun where it makes the sound every time.
Nice.
It's like that one fucking meme where like
Yeah.
the guy from Breaking Bad keeps flicking off the safety on his gun when pointing it at Walter.
All right. Intelligence is wit and reason.
Yes.
Okay. By the way, I almost said, but then I remember the audience wasn't familiar with part 1. There was a guy who had this like same power but cooler. It was like Samuel's old mob boss, right? He had like the symmetry room.
There was a man.
Is this the same guy?
The dark side.
The man that was an agent you fought in your like personal session in that campaign. Though, yes, he could make things symmetrical.
Yeah. Is it the same
and
guy?
He had long orange hair.
Oh!
It's the same guy, yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't even realize the callback, and I almost referenced it offhand. 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, you definitely got it. So yeah, you do. As you hear the click from him pointing the guns, you hear a pair of clicks from behind you as well.
Do I remember? Does anyone remember how I beat him? What his gimmick was the first time that we beat him with? We did something.
No.
Fuck, that was like 3 years ago. Oh my god.
I say no, but I wasn't there for it.
What did I do, Tan, the first time?
I can't remember.
Fuck, we did something. We like broke his symmetry. I hear him behind me as well. You said.
Yeah, you hear a pair of safety clicking off behind you as well.
With a sigh, I duck down, and then with my stand, I sort of take the shovel in my hands and I sweep his fucking legs with the shovel. Or is he too far for me to do that?
He's too far to do that.
Okay.
I'd say he's like attacking from range.
How about this then? I crouch down and then like I do, you know that like 3-point stance runners do, where they like lean forward and they got the knee bent.
Yeah.
I do that and I do like a stand launch towards him.
Okay. I would say let's enter combat there then.
Yeah, let's do it.
As you're turning towards him, by the way, the stand appears behind him. He goes low roar.
Oh, it is the same guy. I remember the name. That means that no matter what I do, he can't die here because he was alive in the modern day.
He can be retired.
He can be retired. Or maybe he has a twin with the same stand. if things get too
The
bad.
same stand and name and...
Yeah. Alright. So I duck down and I'm going to like stand launch forward, and as I launch forward towards him, I manifest the shovel and try to sweep his legs. Or rather, I try to sweep one leg because I want to see what happens if I break his symmetry by like breaking one leg or something.
I would say go for cripple there, power and wit.
Sure. Power.
He's going to try and he's going to go for a counter attack here. He's accepting the blow. And he's going for a snipe with pluck and precision.
Any advantages?
On what basis?
On the basis that I'm trying to break his symmetry gimmick after I realized what it is.
Go on then, yeah, go on.
Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, you break his fucking leg. Yes, you strike him in the leg. He collapses to the floor. He looks down. One of his legs is like twisted out of shape. It's almost facing completely opposite way. He opens his mouth in a silent scream, and as he does so, he fizzles out of existence and vanishes.
I go, I'm guessing there's a real one of you somewhere, but I'm gonna say one more time, I will kill you if you don't leave. Alright.
I'm afraid the real one's not in attendance, says a voice from behind you.
Oh no. Can I turn my head and see him?
He's standing there as well. And more than that, it's as if someone like put a giant mirror down in the middle of the street, because you can see the street go up normal to a certain point, and then it just goes again. It's maybe made symmetrical, the entire street, and seemingly this entire like world you can see before you.
I gotcha. Is it his turn, or are we still able to talk no jutsu here a little bit?
Yeah, go on. You can talk no jutsu a little bit.
So can I reach into the mirrored part of the world?
I guess it's not like an actual mirror. I just mean like it's been made symmetrical from that point onwards.
I want to put myself halfway between both symmetrical worlds, and then I want to cut just my right palm.
You put your right palm, it hurts.
Does that change anything when I have one in one half and one in the other?
It doesn't seem to change anything.
I go, if you're OCD, this might really piss you off.
I prefer the term efficient. And then he starts pulling, and then he starts blasting.
Fair enough. All right. So he's just gonna shoot at me normally.
Yeah.
I am going to take out the shovel, and I dig it into the ground, and I try and throw up like a clump of earth to like block the bullets.
Okay, so I would say that is, because it's cool, I'll give you an advantage on that. That'll be a protect then. That'll be withstand, probably. I like to think protecting someone else, and withstand is protecting yourself, so withstand. Withstand. Looking durability.
Gotcha.
And he's going to go for a strike here, which is power and precision.
That's, with advantage, that's 5.
So, yeah, you got him. Yeah, so he's blah, 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 but you managed to pull up that bit of concrete and crack, 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 crack. These expert sound effects. And you manage to protect yourself from the hail of gunfire, which suddenly stops as he seems to realise it's not working.
Listen, buddy. Me and my friends have killed a lot of people. Like, a lot of people. Like, we've killed, massively important Soviet generals that can turn into giant regenerative werewolves. We've fought against literal, like, titanic monsters and vampires. You're just the symmetry guy. Like, it's not gonna happen. Just go.
Okay, with that, it's your turn. He does not seem to be going, but it seems like he started thinking about something.
I think you should have to roll like an intimidate check or something.
That's what I'm banking on. I want to use my action to see if I can just make him feel bad enough that he.
Okay, a mental attack.
yeah. Do a mental attack. What would that be?
Let me have a look. So I would say, give me a pose.
Okay, sure. That is body and menacing.
Yeah, and then he's gonna roll a withstand to withstand your menacing. He's gonna roll his pluck and durability.
These aren't my best dice pools, but I'm gonna go for it.
It's not his best either, if that
Oh shit! Yeah, no, I'm not very menacing.
When he withstood it expertly. You let out your menacing aura.
You fucking sound like a loser when you're trying to do this.
Your voice
like,
cracks.
guys, I fought the strongest of the strongest stand users. You don't understand.
So you're saying that you're very intimidating, and then on the last word, your voice
turns out
cracks.
Hayden is actually Chelsea's grandson.
My voice cracks on the last word. That's what does it.
Yeah.
I'm like, just run! Oh, fuck.
And he raises both his eyebrows, and you see, like, he smirks, but on both ends of his lips.
Okay, I get it. Your symmetry, buddy. Oh my god, I want to beat you so bad, like, to death. You're so lucky the real you isn't here.
My ability, Low Roar, allows me to make anything symmetrical among the points of my choosing.
No!
Powerful in this world.
Are you serious? You can make things symmetrical?
I'll explain this to you to illustrate what I'm about to do to you.
Sure. Go ahead.
In this, previously I have made the street symmetrical along the middle. However, in this world, it is even more powerful. For example, what if I made things symmetrical this way? He says that, and then the ground is replaced by more sky. The sky above you and the sky below you. There is no more street, and you're both falling.
We're both falling?
Yeah.
I think I just start laughing. I'm like, oh, this is nothing, buddy. Come on, you can do better than that. And then is it still my action or his?
It's still his action. He puts his gun to his head and pulls the trigger.
Wow, my insulting worked. Okay.
A second later, his body fizzles out, but you are still falling.
Cool. Do I see ground below me?
There's no ground below you. There's nothing but sky in every direction.
Okay, so he's trapped me in the skybox.
Yeah.
Okay. I think Chelsea, there's panic for a moment, but, you know, she's been a part of Good Trouble for many years. She's trained. She quickly, you know, pulls herself in and starts to think. Okay, no stand's invincible. If he could just do this to anyone, there would be no point to the SWAT team. There would be no point to, you know, needing teammates. So there's a gimmick here that can be broken. I just have to figure that out. Is there any sort of, like, roll I can make to try and, like, get a clue as to what's going on here?
Probably an intelligence roll.
Yeah, give me an intelligence roll. And we'll scale it. We'll do
Once
it
again,
like
Jack Wormtongue whispering in Teng's ear.
He's not welcome here.
Wit and reason. Yeah, reason. Okay.
This one, my lord.
If I didn't be so build your grace.
4 successes.
Absolutely, you're very smart. So you do notice it. It seems, as he said, he's once again made the area symmetrical. But rather than doing it like halfway down the street, he's done it on the border between the ground and the sky there. So the sky just keeps going forever.
Right.
You do notice there is like a moment where you sort of pass between that border where things seem to like flicker, and you're not like picking up speed for that reason. It's like you reset to a normal speed every time you hit that little bit.
The next time I go to that border, I try to stick my shovel in right where the border is.
Absolutely. I would say roll for a something precision-wise. I would say that's going to be intercept. Give me intercept, durability, and precision.
Durability.
And give me a 3. I want to roll a 3 for this.
Okay. I'm gonna spend 3 luck to get an advantage or to give myself an advantage.
Absolutely.
All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4.
Thank God you did that. Holy shit.
So you must stick your like it's a barely perceptible like tiny black line this body. You must stick your shovel into it and get open. But you see like cracks spreading along the sky. And once you wrench it, the world around you suddenly shatters, and you fall back onto the ground to the normal street, where a crowd of civilians appears to have like gathered around, shocked.
See that symmetry, guy? Your power sucks, and one day you're gonna bite it.
Oh my God, she's having heat stroke, says an old man.
I flip off the old man. I go search for my friends. How far am I from where we got sorted into different dimensions?
Well, basically, you're in the same spot, basically.
Do I see Sword Lady or anyone else, or like when?
You don't, no.
Okay.
You don't, but you do see all the civilians and stuff that you didn't previously see.
I do whatever amount of beeps on my pager lets my friends know I'm okay.
Okay, with that, we'll swoosh down to the Clash, who is being faced off by this long-haired black man. No, the man with long black hair with the sharp teeth.
Okay. He's charging towards me, right?
He seems to be like sizing you up, and as you're sizing up, you feel a beep, 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 beep of the pager, I presume, in your hat somewhere.
I instinctively flick on the pager, just to like respond to it that like, you know, I'm there.
Oh, you got a pager, huh? That's nice technology. I can't afford a pager, but I like to phone people. Do you like to phone people?
Are we talking to the Japester? The juggler?
You got a user? You got a pal, a buddy?
The Clash is going to propel himself upwards using the balls, but at the same time, he's going to try to turn the sidewalk where he's standing into balls.
Oh, you ignore me.
It's just creating a ball pit in the middle of the street.
Yeah. So
that's my intention.
Essentially the ball pit, yeah. I wouldn't say it's overkill, because that's fucking crazy. Give me, like, a roll of 3 for that.
Okay. What am I rolling here?
That's power and menacing.
Okay.
I'm
Oh
sorry.
my god. What happened? My luck ran out.
Thank
So-
God. Maybe now the rest of us can start rolling well.
Yeah,
So-
this is a travesty.
End of bats.
You can't quite perceive what exactly happens, but from your perspective, it seems like right before your blaster about to hit the ground, it opened up like a mouth, and they just footed into the sewer water below before it like closed back up again.
What the
Hey.
hell? Did I at least get some airtime?
You did manage to like fly up above, yeah.
Okay.
Hey, you're ignoring me. I don't like that. That's not good. You shouldn't ignore people. Didn't your mom ever tell you to know your manners?
Fucking juggler.
Who's the juggler?
Yeah, I also don't know who the juggler is.
It's like a parody version of the Joker.
He's the jonkler.
Every time you say the juggler, I imagine like a clown like honking his nose sound effect plays.
I mean, yeah, that's the point. It's a parody of the Joker.
Listen, I'm a chatterbox. I like to talk to people, and you're not talking to me. I don't care for it.
Krusty and JoJo.
Come on. I'm Simon Scraggly, baby. Come on,
The
what's
Clash
your
is-
name?
The Clash is going to remain in the air here, and he's not going to give in to this guy's bullshit. He is going to. Well, have we officially entered combat? Is it his turn yet?
It's not like official combat yet. He's just trying to like, get your attention, it seems, more than anything.
The Clash is going to pivot to a nearby rooftop and try to hide behind a billboard.
Oh, he's flying away. Okay.
While he's doing this,
Most
he's
depressed
going to try to. He is going to try to sense Chelsea's presence from that ball that he undid.
Once
he
the
did
ball-
that-
Okay.
When he did that, could he feel like where exactly she was, or did
When
he
she
know
was-
that like
When she was a ball, you knew where she was. You can't feel where she is now.
right? But where was she? Like, was it like being overlaid in the same like presence as he
Yes.
was, or like was it a distinctly different location?
You can sort of feel it in the same location, but also not the same location. Like it's sideways from it, if you know what I mean.
Gotcha.
You could feel like it was in that spot, but in a different instance of that spot, basically. It was
I see.
it's a very confusing sensation. Okay, well, if you're not going to come to me. And as he says that, you hear a loud buzzing from the ground. You can't really see where he is right now because you like flew behind this billboard. A second later, you can see where he is because he jumps up above the building, like flies up over it, and you can see that his bottom half, his legs and everything, have been replaced with a ravenous swarm of black insects.
Oh, okay.
You are my buddy, my pal. Come on, I don't bite much.
And is he like jumping onto the roof?
Well, he's flying above the roof.
Okay.
He's like an
Um,
centaur.
The Clash is going to attempt to cower in fear here and like feign that he's like backing away on the roof, almost in an attempt to lure him onto the roof itself.
Oh, come on, buddy. There's no need to be scared. I'm just taking you in for questioning. Oh, maybe you can tell
Please.
me what your user is. Come on.
I'm just a little guy. I'm just a stand. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I'm a bunch of little guys. He sort of displays his flies.
I don't know
Yeah.
who you are. I don't know what you're doing.
Don't worry, I work for the government. My name's Simon Scraggly.
And as he says that, and is he on the rooftop, Dan?
He's flying above the rooftop.
Above it. Okay. During this monologue that he was going on, this brief conversation, the Clash has been feeding balls through the open window below the roof and he's going to shoot them all up through the roof at once to try to like snipe this guy from beneath, like aiming directly for the insect swarm.
Okay, so you're gonna like trick shot him.
I'm gonna trick. Yeah, okay.
Okay, it'll be a trick shot.
Maybe he turns like the exact area to a ball, so that all the other balls could like feed through like a little hole in the roof.
Absolutely. So I would say that'll be a trick shot from you, which is wit and precision.
Yep.
He's gonna go for an intercept, durability, and precision.
Okay, that's slightly better.
I think you got that. Yeah. So yeah, you managed to sort of like strike him with the balls here. Like you see his stand up here to try and intercept it. Basically, in terms of appearance, it's like a furnace basically for a torso, and then the smoke pouring from vents like all along it, forming arms, legs, and a head. And that's it. Swings a smoky fist at the incoming balls, but they managed to strike him in the face anyway. Oh my god! Holy shit! What are you doing? What's wrong with you? I'm just talking to you. Are you crazy?
What did you do? What did you do with those people I was with?
Please.
Oh, don't worry about them. They're just in like different. I don't know. Like, you know what a pizza is? You ever heard of a pizza?
Yes.
They're a different slice of the reality pizza. It's fine. Jesus, you hurt my nose. I don't hate you. I don't know you.
Can you turn them back?
Well, that's not up to me. It's not my ability, is it? I'm the flies guy.
Well, whose ability is it?
Oh, it's Miss Chai. It's the broad with the sword.
Where's she?
Oh, she's in a different slice of the pizza pie.
What am I supposed to do here? Fight you?
Well, that's the idea. Is I'm meant to be like neutralizing you while you're all isolated. It's like have you ever read Sun Tzu's The Art of War? It's like divide and conquer.
While he's speaking, the Clash is going to fire 2 shots. One in the distance past his head, and the other one aiming directly for his open mouth, specifically his uvula.
Okay. I'm gonna fall for that shit twice, and as the shots are coming, he's gonna like try and aura at the incoming ball. So, roll. Is this just a normal shot from you?
Yeah, normal shot. I'm gonna try to turn his uvula into a ball.
I'd say it's a snipe then. So pluck and precision, and that'll get his aura, his power and speed. Oh dear. Yes, this time you don't have as much luck. As the ball flies towards him, his stand appears. He goes, fly! And aura's the incoming ball, deflecting it, where it bounces to your feet. Come on, you're a rude fucking guy, you know? I'm trying to fucking talk to you. You've said, like, I don't know how many fucking words to me, and most of our fucking conversationals have been you trying to, like, fire fucking spheres at me, and I don't care for it, okay?
I really like this Part 8 character you're doing.
So why don't you pick up that fucking ball of yours and don't take it home because I need to take you into prison, but fucking put it in your pocket or something because I'm not dealing with it.
Mr. What did you say your name was?
My name's Simon Scraggly. You didn't even fucking remember.
Sorry, I have a lot going on right now.
I can tell.
Mr. Scraggly.
Your head looks dumb, by the way.
Simon,
In
please, I'm
compliance, could you take me to my friends?
You listening to a word I just fucking said? I'm a government official, my guy. I'm fucking arresting you for fucking crimes.
Right, but you'll take me to my friends, right?
Well, eventually, maybe you can share a cell together. I don't know. I don't know how the process works. I'm just grabbing you. We'll slap a little bit of. You'll tell me where your user is, and we can slap some fucking handcuffs on him, and then we can all fucking go out for a picnic. Well, it'll be a fucking prison picnic, and they don't have those in prison, so fucking stop dreaming.
And what's in it for me?
What do you mean? What's in it for you? This isn't a negotiation. I'm telling you what's going to happen, my guy.
And I'm telling you that I could comply, but
Listen,
I'd like a reward.
You seem like a good kid. What are you, like 7 or 8? You got a bright fucking future ahead of you. Don't ruin it by being a fucking president assassinator. Are you kidding me?
Mr.
No.
Scraggly, I am in possession of information that your party would be very interested in.
What's that now? You tell me what that is, and I'll fucking tell you whether it's good or not.
The plot behind the assassination. I know who fired the shot, where they did it.
Okay.
It hasn't happened yet.
No, it has happened, right?
No.
No.
You're gonna tell me
They
who
discovered
fucking
there were
fired the shot
plans,
and
and
we did it.
they
Wow.
discovered there were plans for an assassination. For some reason, they believe that we're the ones who were planning it.
Okay, well that's all right. Well, that's what I said, anyways.
Yeah.
So we go, holy shit, I gotta fucking stop the president. It seems like the president's fucking dead. You know what I mean? Who fucking did it? No one did it. It's not done. We stopped it. We're fucking big
I know
heroes.
where it's about to happen. Just it's Vulture, one of my teammates. You know, good trouble. I could turn her in for you. She has everything. The gun,
fuck is
the
good
connections.
trouble?
Oh fuck. Forget I said
Remember
that.
how we're supposed to be secret agents?
Yeah, fuck
I
it.
remember.
In fact, I'm gonna fucking bake that
Yeah,
into
I'm
my memory.
undercover. The clash
To be
here
fair,
is...
Vasilii is the most secret agent of you guys because he's the only one. He didn't get caught originally.
Jesus Christ. The
Excuse
clash...
you, I'm doing very well.
Yeah, you're doing well. Okay, so you keep talking about fucking information and fucking intelligence and fucking presidentials, but what I'm fucking telling you is that you need to stop fighting me or stop fucking belittling me at least, and get down on the ground, and we can take you to a place where you can say all the things you want, and maybe they'll help you there. But I'm just a guy who's here to arrest you. I'm not, I'm not Mr. Vice President himself, much as I fucking wish.
I can get you the
Clash
campaign
will-
money you need to become president.
The Clash holds his hands out. Then arrest me.
Well, that is my intention. So come here. I'm gonna fucking put some handcuffs on you. First things first, you're gonna tell me where your user is, because these are fucking special handcuffs, and you'll just fucking phase out of existence. I put them on you. So I need to know where the guy is to put these on.
Well, you see, about that, I am the user of my own stand.
Okay, I'm gonna believe you, but know that if I put these handcuffs on you, as you are just a stand, you will sort of flicker out of existence for a little bit. Okay.
Okay. And as he reaches out his
buzzes over, yeah.
What?
He's buzzing over there, yeah.
Yeah, as he reaches out his hands, he does prepare a shot.
Okay. Give me a strike, and he's going to do. Let's get his one up as well. He's going to do an attack of his own at the same time. But he's not attack. He's going to like deflect your thing, or attempt to at least. Well, he's going for anticipate, basically. So his reason and his speed. 1, 2, 3. And I want to point out that he does have advantage here for reasons that you may soon discover if he does do this.
Okay.
Honk. First enemy advantage. It doesn't even matter because he sucks.
Yep.
Bats is so back.
Okay, so you fire another shot, it slams into his face and sends him flying backwards. As you do that, the ball that he deflected earlier that landed on your feet suddenly explodes into flies and rises up around you like a smoke screen to deter further shots. You're a fucking asshole.
I did land a hit on him.
You did land a hit. He seems like you've hurt his jaw. He's rubbing it. He's like, oh my god! What the fuck is wrong with you? You're a fucking asshole.
Sorry, but I can't be phasing out of existence right now. It just doesn't sound like a prospect that would work out for the both of us, you know?
Okay. Okay, how about this fucking alternate proposal? How about I fucking make your life stop being, okay? Let's fucking go. He sort of raises his fists up like he's a fucking boxer as he buzzes around you.
I really
Go
like
ahead.
this New Jersey rendition of the Joker you're doing.
Go ahead, try me, he says, as the the Clash is going to try to fire off a shot at the swarm of flies and see what happens, like to try to turn a clump of them into balls. Does that work?
You fire off the shot. The instant that shot hits the flies, your shot explodes into more flies.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Yeah, the Clash is a bit humiliated here.
You didn't fucking get it, did you? My stand is flea fly. I can turn anything I want into flies, and they're even fucking smaller than spheres, and they're objectively better.
Well, I can
I've
turn
got
anything I
smaller
want into
bullets.
balls.
But the balls are bigger than the flies, you fool!
Maybe you can overload his hardware by making him make too many flies, and then he'll malfunction.
I don't
I'm
think
not a
that's a good
robot.
idea.
Maybe you could get a can of Raid.
No, please.
That's a possibility. What building are we on, Dan?
You're like, well, you jumped onto another building. You said it was a billboard. It's a Pepsi billboard. You're on a little, it's like a cafe.
Okay. The Clash is going to turn the roof into balls in an attempt to bring it down, and we could fall to the level below.
Yeah, that he is floating.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so you're gonna fall.
I'm gonna fall. I'll make it like a smaller section of the roof.
Okay. I would say that's probably, again, overkill here, and give me a 3 for this.
Oh yeah, if you
To do
do
it
that
behind.
and then you unball the roof, he would have trouble pursuing you, right? You'd have to like fly down and you'd have some time to hide or get away.
Right.
That's smart.
That is wit and what is it again? Precision?
For a overkill, it's the overkill is power and menacing.
Oh, okay, so as well. Nice.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, you fall backwards, and are you sort of like doing what they've said, like you turning it back into a roof after you fall through?
Well, I'm gonna see what's below first.
It's the second floor of the cafe. It's a 2-floor cafe. People start screaming as the roof suddenly disappears, and you land like in someone's spaghetti. What's happening? The guys. She's messing with my spaghetti.
Is he going to charge me?
It seems like he is like almost like a cartoon character. He's like winding his arm up. He looks like he's about to like Popeye charge downwards at you. Yes.
Right. I'm gonna try to turn the roof back at the exact moment when he becomes parallel with the structure, so that he would get like stuck or like slam his head into it. I'm gonna try to get his like whatever body part is coming first. I'm gonna try to get that stuck in the roof.
Okay.
Basically, use this as some sort of damage inflictor.
Right, and the restraint at the same time, I guess. There'll be an anticipate on your part then to like get that timing right against his race here, which is a pluck and speed.
Anticipate. That is.
Anticipate is that is reason and speed.
Right. Okay. Don't think I've ever rolled this before. Oh, okay. Surprising.
Surprising as well. Yeah, so
Yeah.
and he's thrusting his fist forward as Superman zooms down towards you. The roof reappears. His fifth arm is stuck in it entirely. And as his arm is stuck, you do hear the noise of his head hitting the roof from above. I hear it. And then you see his fist turn to a limp hand. And it seems that you have won that encounter. In some sense.
What's that?
He seems like he's gone unconscious.
Oh, okay. So he's straight up. All right. I'm gonna go back out the window and up to the roof and attempt to turn him into a ball.
You do so easily. At least like a little hole in the roof where his arm was previously like intercepting.
Perfect.
And through it, you can see the man through the hole. You can see the man like crying over his ruined spaghetti.
He doesn't even know what happened. The roof disappeared and came back.
Guys, she was messing with my cuisine.
You know, I was just talking with someone the other day about how there's a lot of spaghetti scenes in JoJo.
There are. This is just one more. With him turned into a ball, does anything change about my surroundings, or is this entirely on this woman?
It seems entirely on this woman.
Okay. I'm going to. Well, since last thing we discussed was trying to get to a payphone, I'm going to go look for a payphone at some sort of discreet location. I'm going to fly around the city and attempt to look for some place that this police perimeter is not. Somewhere that I could reasonably step into and try to work a payphone. Like, most people won't see me anyways, but...
Yeah, there's like a laundry place of a working payphone, it seems.
Okay. I'm going to go over to there. And do I have a good trouble, like, emergency contact number?
You do have a number, though, yeah.
All right, I'm going to attempt to call it.
Okay, so the pick up on the third ring, you go, Geriatric Triumphs, how can I help you?
Sergeant O?
This isn't Sergeant O. May I ask the nature of your call?
It's a bit of an emergency. We're burned. We need immediate transportation from latest location.
Oh, would this be from our Washington office?
It would be.
Please hold. And a second later comes through to Neil.
Just so you know, I have extra cargo.
All right, please hold. A second later, Neil comes through. Is that the Clash? Is that the Clash? You okay?
I'm fine. Look, we're in the middle of something right now, but I'm fine. I turned somebody into a ball, but I don't know where Vulture or Regent or Driver are. Some sort of stand splitting us up between reality. He compared it to different slices of pizza, I believe.
Right, like the reality pizza.
Like a reality
Is this
pizza.
is this like some fucking lore you're revealing now?
No, it's very funny if you understood immediately.
You have to fully commit now as the DM. Reality pizza has to be like the theory at which this operates.
It's like the fucking flat Middle Earth. All of reality is pizza.
Lemuria is just another slice.
Think of reality like a pizza where each slice has different toppings. You can make
Oh my
slight
god, I think it
alterations.
works actually. Okay, figures are in chaos here. We're having to move out because it looks like our location might be burned as well. We've got word from Masterson. He was caught by the police since he's managed to get away. He's managed to secure transportation at the airport. If you can get to Dulles International, he should be able to get you on a private plane. Is that possible?
The airport. I mean, I'm a stand. I can't. Well,
I would think it'd be easier for you than most people as a stand, right? To get to the airport?
It should be. I could. Yeah, it'll be fine. But the other two, they're still in the city. They're probably fighting. I think they're agents of the government. I'm not sure.
Right. Okay, well, at the very least, it seems like they don't know. They're after you, but I don't know if they're after Good Trouble as a whole. I don't think they know about us as a whole yet, right? Have they mentioned anything?
Right. No, I did not.
Well, that's okay. They mentioned anything. Weird that you say you don't. But okay. Well, if it's possible, can you like track them down? The others, is it you can like reunite with them? Because there's
I'm not
one
sure.
player.
I think it's entirely dependent on their interactions with the users that they're fighting. They're like I said, they're separated into different slices of reality, like the reality pizza.
Right. Well, we can only hope that whatever pizza they're trapped in isn't deep dish. And with that, we swoosh over to Vasilii, facing off against his brother in the middle of the streets. So he's got his like evolved legs, if you'll recall. He's standing on top of his ruined car, and it looks like he's about to like leap towards you or pounce at you. And as we mentioned, the turn order begins with yourself and then goes to one.
I believe that in this clash of evolution and devolution, a strange thing occurred the other day.
Okay.
Vasilii was not even the other day, but you know what? Let's combine the days.
Okay.
You know, Vasilii was under the impression that the bird he'd been eating was of the noble flying variety.
Yeah.
And so, as this cybernetic sibling comes barreling down with his as if I remember correctly, his mechanical cheetah legs and docked Orc limbs on his back.
Well, the legs aren't necessarily mechanical. They're just like evolved to a different niche that emphasizes speed, basically.
Okay. You see, some dark mad fur grow along Vasili's body as it seems like his limbs are lengthening, and he's trying to become what the Wizard of Oz might call a flying monkey. But but things don't quite go according to plan. Instead of wings, sprouting from his back, instead you see his legs transforming into those of an ostrich.
Oh my god, ultimate life form.
And so but rather than run from it, he'll embrace this chaos and try and match what I'm imagining is Ran's punch with an avian kick of his own with the talons and everything.
So yeah, as your brother runs in, it seems like he notices your transformation. He seems to increase his own. The rest of his 6 tentacles stabs into different parts of his body and begins swelling up, changing shape. Eyes start appearing along his joints. His skin is hardening into armor. His eyes are sort of covered by a mask of bone. His teeth extend into fangs until he's a Resident Evil monster basically, and he punches towards your kick. And I would say that is going to be a roll of strike from both parties, if that is the way we're doing this, and whoever is stronger will overcome the clash. Not the clash, but the impact between the two.
Whoever wins gets to eat pizza with the clash.
Hopefully it's not deep dish.
So
Deep dish
that's
is
right.
great.
High precision. Yeah, but not on the
Not
reality pizza.
Not on the reality pizza. You don't want that.
Yeah.
Deep dish reality pizza. There's a suburban layer of reality, deep underground.
So the foot and the punch collide with each other. The sparks flying from the sheer force of it. There's gusts of wind sending civilians flying away. The newspapers in the newspaper vendors just sort of flutter everywhere. And finally, though, Vasilii, you overpower him. Instead of flying backwards into the ruins of his own car, that's shattered into just almost like fine china and just base metal and sand from the glass. As he sort of lays there, picking himself up. You're not as weak as I expected. It seems like his voice has been changed by his transformation as well.
Snake?
Who?
Neat trick, but I guess it can't keep up with the classics.
Wait, who's attacking Vasilii right now? Is this Wen?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, what the fuck, Wen?
Wait, is the Gorilla Sanchez thing canon?
I just find it funny. He did become Gorilla Sanchez again.
Devolution technique maximum Gorilla Sanchez.
It's like fucking
I forgot. Wait, I forgot to mention.
using the
that,
Ultimatrix from Ben 10 to become Ultimate Gorilla Sanchez.
Oh, I forgot to mention as their clashes were about to strike, Vasilii will recite the name of this adaptional ability. Fade into you. Hybrid theory.
Ooh.
Very nice.
But yes. Oh, you heard the last thing I said to Wen, right?
That's the classics, yeah?
Yes. It just makes me happy.
Say what you want, and he sort of seizes a chunk of metal that's wrapped around his arm and pulls it away. But innovation always wins in the end. And as he's getting up, this is his turn now. The cables his back just positioned slightly, and 2 massive leathery bat wings burst out of his back as he sort of flies up into the sky.
Is he running away?
He seems to be floating above you, and you see another cable stab out of his arm and then stab back into it further up. As that hand sort of shifts into a Mega Man blaster of flesh and bone that he points down towards
Hey,
you.
that's my gimmick.
He's stealing your gimmick. And
I'm immediately moving to sue him, even though I've copied several of his moves.
And he fires a biological flamethrower down towards you. Basically, this curtain of flames begins coming down.
I think Vasilii will try to do the thing that every 80s action hero, even though it's still the 70s, would try to do. And instead of zigzagging or anything like that, he's just gonna try and outrun this explosion fire. In a straight line, of course.
Yeah, sure. It'll be a race versus his overkill then.
That is what, speed and
race
body
is
or
speed and pluck.
okay.
Are there any fireproof animals?
I highly doubt it.
Has he eaten any of them recently?
I'm gonna look up fireproof animals. I'm curious now.
That was your
I mean,
race. One,
our
two, three.
skin is resistant to fire because, like, we have a lot of water in our bodies, but I doubt there's, like, a fully fire-resistant.
Apparently,
So-
echidnas are fireproof.
So with the added heft of your like gorilla muscles and everything, as you turn around and the mismatch between the legs and the body, there's a fatal instant where you're just a little bit too slow setting off, and that curtain of flame descends upon you. You feel like your fur lighting a flame, you feel burns spreading across your body as you're sent down to the ground. And you do take a hit, of course. That's a sight I've wanted to see for a long time.
Sounds like you got some issues, friend.
Don't worry, I'm about to resolve them. I usually take a hit.
I love Face Off.
Holy shit!
You need me to what, Tan?
You take a hit, of course. There.
Echidnas are
Vasilii.
totally
Oh, right, okay.
fireproof. Apparently, if there's a fire, they just hibernate and they can cool their body temperature, and their needles help like repel it, and they just don't set on fire. That's hilarious.
Why didn't you devolve into an echidna?
I don't think you could. I don't think we came from echidnas. They exist right now. I just thought that was cool.
I don't think we had an echidna for lunch recently.
They have 4 penises. It's
So
a
it
very
is your,
delectable
it is your
dish.
turn now, Vasilii.
Ooh. You know, I think perhaps what was the official meat that went into that donut sausage?
I would say it's probably like pork.
I think
Traces of rat, perhaps.
that perhaps, you know, that Krusty the Clown franchise was ripping off its customers. I think maybe it went for a cheaper, more readily accessible meat than pork. I think maybe it was from a flying bird.
Pigeon.
Let's go with that.
Roll me a d20. If it's above 10, then you're absolutely right. If it's below 10, then they're an outstanding business.
Real quick, did Vasilii take a damage?
He did, though, yes. So yeah, it's above 10, and then you're absolutely right. You do have pigeon within you.
I think it's time to meet my brother in the sky and transform. You know, to hopefully, you know, being like you know, one of those agile jets trying to dodge the range to self.
Fucking dogfight.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, you do manage to evolve some pigeon wings. They're not the most majestic, but they'll get the job done.
Hey, he doesn't need any legs right now. He can scrap that form of weight.
Okay. I love how the legs are the weight bit, not like your gorilla muscles.
You know, don't think about it too hard.
It takes too much stand power, okay? Okay, so what will you do now that you are in the air? I'll let you do that because it's just like your stand. That's not like a thing you need to specifically do.
Right. I mean, he's gonna try and get up close him and basically try and like use his simian strength to either like tear like the wings. Wait, does he have wings?
He has like bat wings.
Oh, like
you
bat
have-
like wings.
Yeah.
Right. Either like tear or incapacitate the wings, or along the way like make this guy like crash land basically.
Okay, so I would say it's a cripple from you, and he's going to try and like grab you as you're coming in and like toss you. He's like grabbing you like with one hand, just like stretch out this massive claw. So he's going to try and basically restrain our endurability on his part.
All right.
And on yours, it's cripple. So cripple is wit and power you're going for.
And power.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so as you're coming in to try and do that, he seems to have very good maneuverability in the air. So he moves out the way, like reaches out, grabs you by the face, and tosses you through a nearby office building. You land in the middle of this like ruined office as documents and desks are sent flying around you as you smash through the window into this place. And you see him,
he'll just be the standard coughing up blood.
because that was a reaction on his part though. You can cough up blood, but it's not an actual hit because that'd be messed up for me.
Oh, okay, I see.
And he sort of, with his turn, he's like landing on the broken windowsill, and he's pointing that flamethrower towards you again, intending to just sort of like light up the fucking building. It seems.
What's a bullshit way to get out of this? Is he? Well, I have it. Is he standing? Is he like inside the building, or is he just like on the edge?
He's
is
on
there
the
like
edge.
a floor above him?
There's a floor. There's like the roof above him. You're on the top floor.
Oh, on the top. I thought we went through like the window.
Yeah, through the window on the top floor. It's like there's like windows in each floor.
Oh, I see. I think. You want to take me out this bad? When?
I don't know how much more clear I can make it.
Well, I guess.
And maybe my better angel. No, sorry, that's not that. I admit that's just like a phrase. I forgot. Stand down, and maybe I'll let you go. Who knows? Could end up any worse for you.
Well, there's one thing I can agree with you on.
What's that?
Time for both of us to bury our past. And as he says that, I would like to try and pull, a luck gambit.
Okay.
Where I would like to claim that, he was deliberately thrown into
you're aiming for this building.
Yes, of course, all along. And as he was, crashing into it,
You failed the Battle of Wits, Jotaro.
Drag along the roof, waiting for this moment when it would all crumble and, basically try and bury Wen in the rubble of the roof above him.
Okay, so something just starts like collapsing above him, like the roof like crumbling in on him.
Yeah.
Okay, I would say that's an overkill on your part then. That'll sort of override his turn entirely with this, by the way. And I'd say get an advantage on that for your nice plan.
Thank you. Overkill would be like...
Overkill is power and menacing. And that'll be against his race, his dodge, which is body and wit, he's going to try and do.
I don't like this.
The gods have smiled on you today. So as the rock sort of like and the concrete being collapsing, he tries to dodge, like leap back out the window, but a rock strikes on the back of the head, sends him forward, and then he's just buried in this rubble, and the entire floor above him just collapses on top of him, completely trapping him underneath like layers and layers of rocks. In that form, you can't imagine that killed him, but he's definitely not moving anytime soon.
I think Vasilii, despite what you said, Ten, will be acting like, he's pretty worn out and is definitely bleeding. He's gonna, be, like, limp past this mound of rubble, almost like, a burial mound of rocks. He's gonna tap it once and say, "See you later, brother," and like fly out into the distance.
As you're flying, you can just hear behind you an indistinct scream of rage as you get away. And with that, we will swoosh back over to a driver who's been leading this person on a merry chase through the city. So you managed, like, as we turn around, like, you just managed, like,
Just
turn
like
onto a
Mario
main road.
Kart music playing.
Yeah.
Go ahead, sorry.
So you just, like, there's a turn onto a main road. So basically, like, it's just a very wide road here. And she's still coming after you, but she seems, like, much more tired than before. Whereas you are, of course, driving, which is not an issue. So
How long can you keep this up, buddy?
As long as the job requires it. She goes like,
Oh, okay. Let's put that to the test then. And then I start speeding up.
I will say she's exhausted at this point, so you can like try and make a complete break for it if you want.
I might. I feel like it's kind of in character for Dante to fuck with her a bit, though.
It's up to you.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna start speeding up. Not quite enough to shake her yet, but I am trying to tire her out.
Okay, so I'll count that as an attack for all intents and purposes then, just for the sake of like quantifying it.
She fucking loses health from being so exhausted.
Yeah, exactly. So it'll be a race versus race there, with you having
Alright,
advantage, of course,
and
because you are
and while I'm doing that, can I go into an alley and pull off one of my traps to get an advantage?
Absolutely. Please specify. Well, you've already got one. If you want a second advantage, you can of course use one of these gambits. If you just specify which one it is you're using, you just have quite a few.
Let's go with the first one I sent you.
Absolutely. So that's going to be a race from both parties, pluck and speed. You have 2 advantages, so the curse is going to have to come into effect really hard for this to not go, I imagine.
Oh my god! Oh, well, it's fine. Let's see. 2 advantages, so 1, 2, 3.
That was a close one. If you did not have 2 advantages, that 2 advantages managed to turn that into like a mid-roll. So pluck and speed from her part. Let's see how this goes. 2, 3, and you got 1, 2, 3 as well. So it seems like still like she just keeps up with you. It seems. So like it seems like she's almost getting a second wind here. Like as she sees like you're on a main road, like you're near civilians and stuff, and she continues coming after you. She's not any closer, but she's definitely not losing ground.
All right.
And if we're like at this point, we do just for just so we're not like just we have a turn system. Let's go this into a like actual turns here.
Yeah.
I'll give you the first of those turns.
All right. I think what I want to do now is I want to split in 2. Like, make like a copy of myself and start like heading off onto different roads, see which one she follows.
So one turns left, one turns right.
Yeah.
Okay, roll for bamboozle then, and that'll be against her intelligence, her wit and her reason.
Does this also count as an attack?
Yeah.
Wit and menacing. Do I get an advantage?
Yeah, no advantage.
God damn it! Okay.
What's going on with the random rolls today? So a 1, 2 from you. 1, 2, 3.
Oh no, she found the real one.
Yeah, so her eyes follow you completely. You don't know what gave it away, but she just like her head does not leave you for a second, and she leaps like she starts running alongside a truck next to you, and in her turn she kicks off the truck and like tries to overhead strike her sword like at your bike.
All right, can I pull off another one of my gambits here?
Absolutely. She's going for a strike, so this gambit will give you an advantage on whatever you're doing, depending.
Yeah, so as she's going to attack the one that is clearly the real Dante, suddenly he starts to fizzle out of existence, and another Dante appears, like, right behind her with, like, a gun pointed to the back of her head.
Right, so Spooker.
Yeah.
So that does, of course, cause a moment's hesitation or attack. So roll, I would say, bamboozle again on your part of advantage. And that'll be against her strike.
Thank fucking Christ.
It's still not what you expect for an advantage, but... So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it was a close one still, yeah. So she sort of looks behind her for a second as that appears, and in that moment, instead of hitting you, it just sort of bounces off like the side of your side of the road here. And it of course does, and she just lands like on one knee on the road as you speed past. There we go again to your turn.
If you're getting tired, we can always stop somewhere and take a break. I know a good China place around here.
She's pissed off.
You ever had Chinese before?
Yes.
Somewhere
You wanna
Captain
have-
Morrow is sneezing.
So it is your turn now,
I want to. Alright, I want to keep. And since she's enraged, I want to keep taking advantage of that and continuing to, like, taunt her. Racing into, like, a back alley where I'm suddenly gonna start, like, driving up the side of one of these buildings, head up onto the roof, and then lure her into an explosive trap.
Or you could like say it's some explosive barrels like they're just there.
Yeah.
Some bright red barrels that were there.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh no, someone was delivering explosive barrels today. Yeah, sure.
So yeah, she does follow you to this place. It seems like some sort of building that was about to be demolished.
Yeah, another bamboozle.
Yeah, and that'll be against her intelligence, whether she sees what you're doing or not. And of course you do have intelligence because she is pissed off.
You may have advantage.
Yeah, and you have intelligence.
I have intelligence. One,
I would grant
three,
I would grant you
five,
human wisdom.
I have got a 6 on that.
Yeah, you certainly did. So yeah, she charges in without a care in the world. And I imagine you zoom out and a second later.
Yeah, a second later.
There's a resounding explosion. The clash. You do see. No, actually, you don't. Never mind, because this is still a separate slice.
Okay.
That takes out her last hit.
Actually,
That
everyone,
takes
you
out her
do
last hit point, though, so our stand
You-
should stop working, right?
It does, and all of you, Vasilii, Chelsea, and the clash. You do all see in the distance this building explode utterly, and at the same time, you do all see like. The two of you see Vasilii appear in the sky flying around. Chelsea and the Clash, I believe you're like in similar locations anyway, so you just see each other like appear in the streets. Bats, you just sort of zoom out though without caring the world. I imagine you don't see any of this because you're a little bit further away. So as far as me.
Where's Driver?
So the Clash and Chelsea, you are like in the same place, so the Clash can hear her say that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, where is Driver? Did we see Driver? You mentioned we saw Vasilii as well.
You see Vasilii in the sky because he's like flying back, I imagine. He's still got his wings, but the Driver, you don't see him like in front of you because he's like a little bit further away from everyone.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit.
If Bats is the closest to me, I'm gonna link up with him first.
Chelsea?
Bats or Clash?
I'm not sure what just happened there, but I'm assuming somebody took care of the stand user.
Probably Driver from the looks of it, since, or I guess maybe I look up at Vasilii from the exploding building. It is entirely
Vasilii's
possible.
floating up there like a fucking armored core.
And
So is he
Vasilii,
just like he is flying up there, right?
well, I imagine like, are you like flying back to rejoin your comrades, Vasilii?
Since he's now seen them, yes.
Okay, yeah. So as you're discussing this, he just land before
Hold on,
you.
do we just see the image in general chat coming towards us?
So,
That's horrific.
you see it along those lines.
New fear unlocked.
My friend.
It's like hurtling towards you at supersonic speeds.
Like Chelsea, your whole life she's been like, I'm not afraid of heights, I'm not afraid of spiders. I guess I'm pretty fearless, and then she sees this thing and the horror.
The rumors are true. It's Gorilla Sanchez.
Victory, comrades.
Vasilii, this is a new form for you.
Please
Yes,
change into something
yeah.
else.
I met my brother along the way. Our clash, it seems to have awakened some dormant potential within me.
Oh.
When Juan?
Yes, that one.
What are you able to do then? You said that awakened something.
Well, I don't recall eating Yeah, I don't recall eating pigeon, but it seems I can turn into anything now.
Anything?
He did in fact eat pigeon. Oh, see.
Oh, okay. That's amazing. But you didn't. Your brother didn't. And I look at the exploded building. Is he?
Oh no. He's sleeping under some rebel. He'll be fine.
Um.
Well, not sleeping. He was quite loud, but he'll be back.
I'm
Any explanation as to why you couldn't get him to stop sending people after us?
Well, I shadowed him for a time after I escaped those SWAT agents, but it seems he's not the leader in charge of his operation. He's just another piece on the board.
I feel
Well, the good news is that I have one of those pieces. Whoever tried to attack me, I think it was a Mr. Scraggly. I managed to turn him into a ball.
You motherfucker!
Yes, he's been very annoying.
Don't
We have
think
to
I'm
get back.
not awake. Come on.
I put him back under my hat. Point is, I got on a payphone.
What the
Masterson's at
fuck is with Beamer back here? What the fuck?
Masterson's at the airport. They
you
could
give
ferry
him
us out
to
of
me for
here.
a second, Flash, just for a moment.
What?
Can you give him to me for a second, Clash?
Well, okay. And he hands him the ball.
Vasilii
Hey,
shakes the ball.
Hey, there's Simon Scragger. What's going on?
Vasilii just shakes the ball. Does it like make him nauseous or shut up or whatever?
It vomits a little bit.
Hey, I could feel that, right?
Well, you're used to it, aren't you?
No. Most people could actually keep their lunch in.
Oh, well, here you go, and he hands back the vomit-stained ball.
This guy just vomits all over the place really easily.
Hold on. Is there a convenience store nearby?
Oh yeah, let's say there is.
What's this guy's deal, Bats? This scraggly guy?
He's a prisoner. He just tried to attack us, but he was part of the group.
What's his ability?
Something with insects. I wasn't really sure what to make of it.
Hey, ball guy, what's your ability?
Like I fucking tell you, come on.
Oh wait, but if I do something to the ball, Bats feels it. That's right. I want to lean in close to the ball, and I'm gonna be like, just so you know, I know a lot of dogs that love to play fetch, so maybe you want to cooperate with me here a little bit.
It vomits again.
Now, why don't you tell me what your ability is and everything you know?
I like this Darnell ASMR.
I was just going to say that.
Let me tell you all about it, Toots. The name's Simon Scraggly. The name of my ability? It's Flea Fly. Anything my stain touches turns into flies that I can control as I please. And I can even turn them back into objects if I want to. It's invincible. I fucking love it.
So what do you
How about
know?
It's
Why do your people think that we caused this problem? What really happened?
The investigation turned up evidence that you guys were behind the assassination attempts.
I'll be honest, owning a motorcycle does not exactly point to my friend here being the only possible culprit. Something's at work, and I want to know what it is they found that makes them think it's us.
We've got bodies found at a hotel downtown with spheres scooped out of them from this guy. I'm pointing, I was trying to point, but I don't got fingers no more on account of my sphericality.
So how does the U.S. government know about our abilities, our stands? Who told them?
Well, you're not exactly being subtle. We got you all over the world doing a whole bunch of shit. You're very distinctive capabilities-wise. We got some zombies moving around. We're saying that's you. We got we got a whole bunch of stuff. It's like, and we got the testimony from Mr. Reporter Man. I guess.
Who's Mr. Reporter Man?
Well, his name's not actually Mr. Reporter Man. It's actually Biggs Little. He's testified that he was dragged into a cause by yous guys.
Wait, don't we have Biggs Little right now?
You sent him off to the hospital.
We sent Biggs Little. Who did we send him with?
You sent with Masterson, and Masterson said you would take him to the hospital.
Yeah.
I'm
But
having.
also,
Is Masterson the mole?
I'm having a theory that I'm seeing three options here. One is that Masterson's the mole. The other is that Masterson got attacked. Third is that wasn't Masterson. It's someone who used an ability to disguise themselves to look like him. Kind of like what Vasilii does.
My
thinking
theory from
three's more
before when I
likely.
yelled out like fucking snail without warning is that the snail TV somehow brainwashed him.
Maybe.
I just had a contact with Masterson, actually. Well, indirectly. I was on the phone with our emergency contact, and he said that he's
Hey, what's
waiting
your
at the airport.
contact's name, by the way?
Shut up.
Alright.
What were you saying, Bats?
Yeah, can't blame me down for trying. Come on.
The airport. We need to get to the airport. Apparently Masterson's waiting there.
But can we trust Masterson now that we know?
Well, there's 4 of us and 1 of him. I don't think we have much of a choice at this point. I talked to Good Trouble, and they told me to get to the airport, so I'm going to go with the organization's word over anything else.
Well, the government's apparently known about our abilities for years, which means they've been tracking us. So I'm kind of worried about, things like wiretaps, or that there's some sort of mole, or they're working with them. I don't know if we can trust anyone. We've been burned. Do you think Good Trouble would be willing to blow their cover to extract us at this rate? Something's not right here.
Chelsea, America is the land of the free. It would never survey any of its own people.
Exactly.
You were so lucky that hurting you hurts my friend, or I would do so many unspeakable things to you. Right
Can we recruit this guy too? I love him.
You got anger issues, Tots. Come on.
Where's
Just a little guy.
I'm gonna say, you said you control bugs, right?
I can turn things into bugs that I then control, yes.
I'm gonna go to the convenience store. I'll be like, can you guys wait a second? I'm gonna come out with
Welcome to the den of convenience. What can I get you?
Hey, Morrow. I put a can of Raid on the counter.
Thank you. Please deposit the gold coins, and you may leave with this artifact.
Spanish doubloons.
I write a check because it's the 70s.
Ah, a contract. It's sealed.
Always a
Chelsea
pleasure to
Regent.
see you around, Morrow. I take the can. I say, every time you act up, I'm gonna kill an insect.
Okay.
Chelsea, I don't know why he would care about random insects, but I
Thanks for dealing with fucking Aquaman here, but with bugs.
I thought. Okay. That didn't work how I planned. Let me rephrase that. If you cause too many problems, I'm going to have my friend unturn you into a ball, and I'm going to use this to make your ability pointless, and then I'm going to beat you relentlessly into a pulp until you wish that you were dead. How about that?
Even without your ability, getting raid sprayed in your eyes is not very fun.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, like I said, you got anger issues.
I got a lot of issues.
She definitely does.
And I don't think you want to test me on them, buddy.
Everyone's just fucking agreeing with him.
I'm just here existing. I don't know what you want from me.
Just here!
Can we please recruit this guy? I'm
about to
serious.
kill
I love him.
I'm so close.
I love him.
I'm gonna kill him.
Chelsea, that'll be enough torture for now, I say as I take the ball back and put it under my hat.
Next to the fetus.
I'm gonna start breaking his bones one by one.
Any word on driver?
And as you say that, cut back to like Driver over at the building, like squatting next to the unconscious woman. In a bit of a rare moment of this kind of mercy, Driver's actually tending to her wounds. And after he's finished, he stands up and he says, "You were the best I had in a while. Hope we see each other again." And then he fucks off to meet up with the others.
And then, for your perspective, a minute too later, he sort of pulls up alongside you guys.
Yeah. Driver just, like, barreling down the fucking road. Like, even faster than that fucking boat that got us across the Pacific. And, like,
Driver.
slams to a stop next to you guys. Hey.
You can fly, correct?
Yeah. I picked up that
Okay.
I picked up that ability from our good friend, Wen.
Right. So,
Hope he's doing okay. And then we hear, like, Wen screaming in the distance.
Yeah, he's doing his, like, villain monologue. He's like, I will do everything in my power to kill you, Vasilii Teng.
I hope I get to
Chelsea,
pick up more powers from him again someday.
if you're hesitant to go to the airport, and I understand your reasons why not go to a location where good trouble has to come to us? Somewhere secluded, perhaps with extra protection, with maybe the only ally that we have made over this past year.
Captain Morrow?
No.
It's always like to be like the convenience store clerk.
The
Armstrong.
Leviathan, that island.
Oh, the Leviathan.
If we could head there and maybe post up and have them fly us out, we would have extra protection from a giant sea creature. I don't really think they'd attempt much. Surely they would understand the precaution.
I mean, maybe. It would be a very nice to have a Leviathan on our side.
Last time I checked,
Although
he's the only person we haven't fucked over.
Well, maybe make that we inclusive. I had nothing.
Me
Not
designing
fucked
you,
over
you're
as
an
many
okay.
people. Yeah. I mean,
any
it's
case-
worth a try, I guess.
I'm so
In
sorry, I
any
zoned out
case,
for a second. What's our plan?
Thank you, Chelsea.
No,
At
sorry,
any
that was
rate,
me. Oh, let's see. What?
We're all being chased right
I'm
now.
allowed to explain. I was listening intently. It seems the plan is we're gonna go to an island instead of the airport, and from there, some guy called Leviathan is gonna like protect us.
Yeah, thanks for the help, Jonkler.
No problem, man. And my name's not
I'm
John.
starting to
Clooney,
like
it's
this
Simon
guy.
Scraggy.
Sorry,
come
by
on.
the way, Stigma. I wasn't trying to interrupt you. I just wanted to get Cop to speak because I zoned out.
Hey, what can I say? I'm an infectious disease.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Vasilii was saying, at any rate, if the American government is after us, I could alter all of your faces to be unrecognizable.
I don't want you to do anything to my face.
I mean,
I appreciate
flashbacks
the
that first
offer.
mission.
Yeah.
I don't think that'll be
Vasilii,
necessary,
I think-
Vasilii. Driver has projections.
Suit yourself, and he's gonna do one of his face morphs on himself. Should I
He
roll to
turns
see the
into the
result,
fucking
or
Boingo again.
Okay, do the roll. Okay.
The fucking
Give
I
me-
will roll I will roll a 20. You know, take one how you
sliding
will.
the
scale.
user of the hanged
Hey,
man.
whoops.
It's the most beautiful face you've ever seen.
I messed
Oh.
that one up.
Oh, it's an ordinary human face. It's mid.
It's mid.
And 9 out of
Come on.
20.
It's the
Ah,
like a
no one
very,
would recognize-
this is like have you dreamt this man level of generic.
Oh, I call this one the Invisible Man.
Driver's got really good projections, and honestly, if I just like cut my hair and like put on some makeup, I think I'll be good.
Okay, so I take it the plan is to go to the island, so I like
Yeah.
just take a boat out there or take Crewman out there then.
Before we go to an island, I want to get a hold of good trouble myself. Obviously, we should leave the city first, but I do but somewhere between escaping our immediate danger and traveling to a distant island, I want to call good trouble up because I need to check on my son.
Okay, let's fast forward to a rest stop then, as you're on your
Just
way there.
remember, while you do that, give them like some sort of indicator that they'll know where to find us.
We're at like a fucking gas station.
Right. Well, they still think we're going to the airport, don't they?
Right. Well, just tell them that it's too risky. You'll know where to find us, something like that.
Gotcha.
Because we do want them to pick us up because we don't know that this is a trap.
Gotcha. I'm gonna put in my quarters and ring up the number.
Geriatric Triumph, how can I help you?
What's the company called?
Geriatric Triumph.
I'm trying to think of like a code phrase, but I don't even know what the fuck kind of company Geriatric Triumph would be.
We sell adult diapers.
Adult diapers.
Oh, no, hang up.
I'm looking for the double trouble, if you understand what I'm saying.
Please hold. I love how the code word ends with "if you get what I mean."
What if they don't know and they think Chelsea's trying to get an adult diaper?
Just extra strong adult diaper.
Please hold.
If that is the alibi.
Chelsea, is that you?
Yeah, it's me, boss.
It's
Listen,
been hours.
change of plans. It's too dangerous for us to go to the airport. We're going to be somewhere where you can find us. But I needed to get a hold of you because I need to make sure if we've been burned, what's going on with my son? Is he okay? Was he involved in that? Is he safe?
Things are in chaos. We don't know if anyone knows about your son, but we're moving.
You don't
to a new
know?
location. Well, we don't know. What do you mean? Yeah, I don't know.
I lean over to Chelsea and I say, to be fair, it just happened.
Where was the last safe house he was at?
Last safe house that was in Florida.
Florida. Okay. Is that on the way?
It's depending on where you go out into the ocean, I suppose. Like I said, we're in the process of moving into a new safe house, but
you haven't gotten there yet.
We're in the process of doing it. They're in transit, is what I mean.
Okay, so he's already been found and moved.
Well, you know where he is, yeah.
Well, he hasn't been found yet. He's just being moved as a safety precaution.
Okay. So you know where he is currently. He's in transit.
Yes, he's in transit to his new location. Yes. Things are in chaos here. We might have to relocate HQ in Solid. Like I said, we don't know how much has been burned.
Neil,
So where are you going instead? You're not going to the airport, obviously, but what do you mean? I'll know where to find you. Like, where?
We'll get back in touch. We're going to see a mutual contact. It's a place we've been together. I can't tell you any more than that in case anyone's listening.
I see. Yes.
Look, if you guys...
It's that place we had some drinks, right?
I can't tell you anymore in case they've tapped the phones.
Okay. Well, no one else would know, but okay.
Listen, Neil, with the money I squared away, I prepared something, in case you turned out to be some sort of evil bastard. I've got a little bunker back in the place where you first found me. It's downstairs. Anyone, if you need a place to lay low, you can go there. It should be safe as far as I'm aware.
Well, I'll look into it, certainly. Might have to downsize operations, spread them out a little, so anything like that will, of course, be appreciated.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Please give me an update as soon as you're able. I'll reach back out to you the moment I'm able to again.
No problem. Good luck.
Yeah, you too. I'll hang up. Okay.
With that, I imagine the rest of you at the desktop.
I told him where we're going as best I could. I didn't know if the wires were tapped, but I hopefully he figures it out.
Maybe.
I think while Chelsea was taking her phone call, Vasilii was experimenting with, the prison ball, going like, okay, so shaking it hurts both him and you, but what if I do this? He's just trying to find ways to, torture the guy without, harming the Clash.
Please stop torturing him.
Come on, I'm Simon Scragglers.
He's starting to warm up to me.
Yeah, he's like an endearing mascot.
Come on, listen to them. I'm like an endearing mascot, man.
We can't just replace JoJo Lion like that.
I mean, he's a different type of mascot. Like JoJo Lion is very stoic, but
Vasilii, we haven't seen him.
Rivers is way cooler than this guy, guys.
10 weeks.
Yeah, Mbube's starving in his cage after the evacuation.
Yeah, we haven't seen that much.
He's so hungry.
It's hard to work at lion proceedings.
They're like, he was a casualty of the invasion.
When we get back to Good Trouble HQ, is it going to be like the fucking ending of Ground Zeroes?
I want to know where Rivers is right now. Is he okay? Has he been burned?
I think Rivers might have been Skullface in this situation.
I have no idea what that means, but I'll take your word for it.
But you were saying, Chelsea?
I was.
I'm glad Tan gets it at least.
I love Ground Zero references. Please.
I think I gave him the. I did as best I can to give him an idea of where we are without directly saying, because I don't know who's listening. But best thing we can do now is move Meat, and I almost say Coelacanth's name, but I stopped myself because I remember Scraggly's here. I'm like, is there any way that you can make it so he can't hear us? Bats.
Well, I mean, we've already been talking freely around him. I don't suppose that would do any good now.
I'm practically part of the organization. You can tell me your secrets.
Just because he's heard some things doesn't mean he needs to hear everything. Do you have a way?
I take Simon and I say sorry for this, and I project a little soundproof box and I shove him in there, close it.
Perfect. That works for me. All right. Coelacanth. He's been around a while. He might know something about what's going on, or maybe something that can help us. Someone that can help us.
Yes.
So, but if that doesn't work out, what's our next option?
Well, I mean, I don't know. We don't have a lot of allies.
Throw caution to the wind, but we might have to burn that bridge when we get to it.
This is
we
kind
still
of a
need
last-ditch
we still need information on what's happening. Right now, we're in the dark. We can make plans right now, but we don't have enough information.
You're right, Driver. It's just I've been doing this for years and for so long, contingency plans upon contingency plans, and I don't know. Ever since we've all grouped up, it feels like we're flying by the seat of our pants here, and everything's falling apart.
That's usually how it is.
It's how I've always liked to do things.
We've held together
Sorry,
so
I interrupted
far,
you.
haven't we?
I guess so. I guess we should just get moving. Are we taking plane, car, boat?
A plane would be nice, but not in the traditional means. And I look to Vasilii.
What?
Wait, how distant is this island again?
It is quite a ways. It was we get the location a bit back up.
Was it in the middle of the Atlantic?
You said it was I think you said it was off the Gulf of Mexico, didn't you?
Well, it was Isla di Volcano, so it's off the coast of Italy.
Oh, okay.
So
Vasilii will surely bring us to this island in the form of Ultimate Gorilla Sanchez, right?
Flying for 4 days straight with no food or water.
I mean, he's got the whole ocean.
How long will that pigeon stay in his system?
Let me duplicate that boat that fucking barreled across the sea.
Oh yeah, we'll just do that.
It was a big boat.
It was I can shrink it down.
Wait, hold on.
All
the controls are really tiny and inoperable.
Oh, well, you see, this is where Vasilii's rat ability comes in. We can shrink ourselves so we can operate the boat.
We're fucking turning all of us into Stuart Little?
Then we'll get borrowers.
Yes.
But if the boat's smaller and we're smaller, won't we also travel less speed?
No.
It's less
Because
faster than swimming either way.
It was special future tech.
It was experimental, of course. It's a prototype.
And I, of course, being a mechanic, was able to study it intently.
Okay, well, if that is the plan, this tiny boat with tiny mice pilots, it zooms across the ocean, and the old fisherman watching it just sort of yawns and goes, "It's a living." And with that, we fade to black for the time being as the session comes to a close.
To a close.
A close.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, it was very funny.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Anything else before we end off here?
Nothing else I need to say, I don't think. Wired.
All right. In that case, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.